up here. Just showed up in the yard a couple days
Has a
ago.
dog been digging in there?
I don't think so, dude. That goes way down in there. Seriously, did you just lose your meat stick?
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's something in there, dude. Just leave it.
Are you kidding me?
We'll just head to the house. Just leave it.
The hell with that.
Oh! Ah, yeah, there's something in there. Ah!
Want one?
Oh, thank you.
It was worth it.
Oh, man, this is incredible.
Oh, wow.
Huh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Hey, man, grab me a meat stick. I think I can reach it if I just a little more. Just let me go a little. I can't. Just a little more. I almost got it.
Careful!
Oh, God. No. Come on, just reach. Reach. Just grab my hand. I can't grab my hand.
Give me the meat stick. This other hand's closer. The one with the stick is... Oh! What am I supposed to say?
It doesn't matter. He's dead. He ain't listening to you anyway.
I'm hungry.
No. Put it away. I can't watch it. Oh, crap. Just reach in. You gotta pull it. Just grab it. Just take it out of his hand. You just can't. What do you mean you can't?
Just won't let go.
What do you mean you won't let go? He's dead.
Help me.
I'm not gonna...
Get in there. Now just hold on.
Make him let go of it. No, I got you covered. Just go in for a hug. Go and get on in there. It's a bad loss. Yeah, hug him up. Just reach. Hug him up.
He's breathing. On the other side.
Go.
I can't.
Just-
I can't do it.
Help me, Lord. Help me get over this loss.
I can't breathe.
Yeah, I can't breathe. I'm so upset. I can't breathe. Stop. You knock on wood so they go to heaven. It's like a lucky. Hey, get the stick.
Yeah.
Hey, do you the meat stick?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, just hold tight for a second. They're moving the casket. Just hold tight.
Yeah, that's no worries. I got it.
Oh, what an awesome day for a pump, dude.
Yeah, I gotta take it easy. Doc says if I exert myself, I will die.
You overexert yourself, you will die.
I'll tell you what. You finish the workout, all these could be yours. That looks good. A little bit of honey ham for the ham. Get after it, and that's your get after it, and that's your treat. Stay. Do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You gotta give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work them. Putting in the work. Yeah, baby. Yes. Dude, this is a spicy workout. Gotta make it worth it. Building the beef and bringing home the bacon, baby. I'm loving it. Teriyaki is just about within your reach. Come on, get you some. Come on. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. You're there. You're almost there.
That's so worth it.
What do you make of this up here? Just showed up in the yard a couple days
Has a
ago.
dog been digging in there?
I don't think so, dude. That goes way down in there. Seriously, did you just lose your meat stick?
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's something in there, dude. Just leave it.
Are you kidding me?
We'll just head to the house. Just leave it.
Hell with that.
Ah, yeah, there's something in there. Ah!
Well, then,
Thank you.
it was worth it.
Oh, man, this is incredible.
Oh, wow.
Huh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Hey, man, grab me a meat stick. I think I can reach it if I just a little more. Just let me go a little. I can't. Just a little more. I almost got it. Careful! Oh, God. No. Come on, just reach. Reach. Just grab my hand. Grab my hand.
Give me the meat stick. This other hand's closer. The one with the stick is.
Oh.
What am I supposed to say?
It doesn't matter. His daddy ain't listening to you anyway.
I'm hungry.
No. Put it away. I can't watch it. Oh, crap. Just reach in. You gotta pull it. Just grab it. Just take it out of his hand. You just can't. What do you mean you can't?
He won't let go.
What do you mean you won't let go? He's dead.
Help me. Get in there. No, just hold on.
Make him let go of it. No, I got you covered. Just go in for a hug. Go and get on in there. It's a bad loss. Yeah, hug him up. Just reach. Hug him up.
He's breathing.
On the other side.
Go.
I can't.
Just-
I can't do it. Help!
Help me, Lord. Help me get over this loss.
I can't breathe.
Hey, I can't breathe. I'm so upset. I can't breathe. Stop. You knock on wood so they go to heaven. It's like a lucky. Hey, get the stick.
Yeah.
Hey, did you get the meat stick?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, just hold tight for a second. They're moving the casket. Just hold tight.
Yeah, that's no worries. I got it.
Oh, what an awesome day for a pump, dude.
Yeah, I gotta take it easy. Doc says if I exert myself, I will die.
You overexert yourself, you will die.
I'll tell you what. You finish the workout, all these could be yours. That looks good. A little bit of honey ham for the ham. Get after it, and that's your get after it, and that's your treat. Hey, do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You got to give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work 'em. Putting in the work. Yeah, baby. Yes. This is a spicy workout. Gotta make it worth it. Building the beef and bringing home the bacon, baby. I'm loving it. Teriyaki is just about within your reach. Come on, get you some. Come on. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. You're there. You're almost there.
That's so worth it.
What do you make of this up here? Just showed up in the yard a couple days
Has a
ago.
dog been digging in here?
I don't think so, dude. That goes way down in there. Seriously, did you just lose your meat stick?
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's something in there, dude. Just leave it.
Are you kidding me?
We'll just head to the house. Just leave it.
Hell with that.
Oh, yeah, there's something in there. Ah!
Well, then,
Thank you.
it was worth it.
Oh, man, this is incredible.
Wow.
Huh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Hey, man, grab me a meat stick. I think I can reach it if I just a little more. Just let me go a little. I can't. Just a little more. I almost got it. Careful! Oh, God. No. Come on, just reach. Reach. Just grab my hand. I can't hold it. Grab my hand.
Give me the meat stick. This other hand's closer. The one with the stick is.
Oh.
What am I supposed to say?
It doesn't matter. He's dead. He ain't listening to you anyway.
I'm hungry.
No. Put it away. I can't watch it. Oh, crap. Just reach in. You gotta pull it. Just grab it. Just take it out of his hand. What do you mean you can't?
Let go.
What do you mean you won't let go? He's dead.
Help me. Get in there. Now just hold on.
Make him let go of it. No, I got you. Just go in for a hug. Go and get on in there. It's a bad loss. Yeah, hug him up. Just reach. Hug him up. Other side. Go.
I can't.
Just-
I can't do it.
Help me, Lord. Help me get over this loss.
I can't breathe.
Yeah, I can't breathe. I'm so upset. I can't breathe. Stop. You knock on wood so they go to heaven. It's like a lucky. Hey, get the stick.
Yeah.
Hey, did you get the meat stick?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, just hold tight for a second. They're moving the casket. Just hold tight.
Yeah, that's no worries. I got it.
Oh, what an awesome day for a pump, dude.
Yeah, I gotta take it easy. Doc says if I exert myself, I will die.
You overexert yourself, you will die.
I'll tell you what. You finish the workout, all these could be yours. That looks good. A little bit of honey ham for the ham. Get after it, and that's your get after it, and that's your treat. Hey, do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You gotta give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work 'em. Putting in the work. Yeah, baby. Yes. This is a spicy workout. Gotta make it worth it. Building the beef and bringing home the bacon, baby. I'm loving it. Teriyaki is just about within your reach. Come on, get you something. Come on. Ooh, ooh. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. You're there. You're almost there.
That's so worth it.
this up here. Just showed up in the yard a couple days
The
ago.
dog been digging in there?
I don't think so, dude. That goes way down in there. Seriously, did you just lose your meat stick?
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's something in there, dude. Just leave it.
Are you kidding me?
We'll just head to the house. Just leave it.
The hell with that.
Ah, yeah, there's something in there. Ah!
Want one?
Thank you.
It was worth it.
Oh, man, this is incredible.
Wow.
Huh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Hey, man, grab me a meat stick. I think I can reach it if I just a little more. Just let me go a little. I can't. Just a little more. I almost got it. Careful! Oh, God. No. Come on, just reach. Reach. Just grab my hand. Grab my hand.
Give me the meat stick. This other hand's closer. The one with the stick is. Oh. What am I supposed to say?
It doesn't matter. Your daddy ain't listening to you anyway.
I'm hungry.
No. Put it away. I can't watch it. Oh, crap. Just reach in. You gotta.
Good evening, friends. Welcome in to another week of NECC League of Legends. My name is Yanni. I am joined, as always, by my goat, Shibby. Shibby, we got some action in Group B, Division 2 tonight. Pretty interesting matchup, especially when it comes to playoff implications.
Yeah, these teams are one game away from each other, and you have 2 weeks left until playoffs. So to say that this isn't an important match for either of these teams would be an understatement, right? I mean, obviously, you want to come into the playoffs squared away. You don't want to leave it up to chance. You don't want to come into the final week of NECC and be like, well, my fate isn't in my hands, right? You want to be able to take charge. You want to be able to do what you need to do. And we will take a look at the players taking charge of their own destinies as we get the rosters up right now.
Yes. It's going to be an interesting one tonight. We got Queens, U-Red taking on Nighthawks Varsity. You can see Nanami, iFlex, Darlem, Semi, and Matthew Bobo for Queens U. For Nighthawks, we got Roxy, Nyanyan, Magmore, Kongji, and Asset Kongji, a name that some may recognize. Played on Prosperity Esports in the most recent OQ that occurred to try to get into the NICL.
Yeah, also like semi-niche Twitter celebrity, kind of low-key. Like he has some fire takes, but yeah, I mean, just people that we don't really know, but maybe they're looking to make a name for himself. I will say, best name out of all these rosters is Matthew Bobo. I love that name. I don't know why.
Great name. But listen,
great name.
We also have an anime battle in the top lane between Nanami and Roxy, bro. Like, come on, like
that is true. That is true.
It could get exciting up there. But speaking of getting exciting up there, the standings heating up a little bit. Just 2 weeks remaining. Nighthawks are 3-1. Queens U are 3-2. The teams in third and fourth place, respectively. Shibby, top 4 gets you into the playoffs. Queens U, they're tied with Terps Academy right now at 3-2. So a loss here could be catastrophic to their playoff hopes against a team that is looking like they may get into the CLOL Championship through the National Junior College Athletic Association.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these teams that compete in the NECC and these other divisions, they compete in other conferences, right? This is just another way for them to warm up, to get good, improve their gameplay here. And like you said, yeah, a team that's eyeing for that CLOL top 32 national berth here. And yeah, I always like it when I see teams like this kind of competing in and really testing their mettle against teams that they normally wouldn't face off of. It just kind of enriches the ecosystem, playing different teams, playing different players. It's kind of cool, right? I mean, I wish we had more of it, and I believe like college football, and we get it in college basketball, obviously, when we get to the March Madness stuff and all these different teams play. But I definitely like seeing like a dominant team from the West or a dominant team from the North facing off against like a dominant team in the East. And then you'd see like, are you a big fish in a small pond, or are you actually worth your weight in gold here? So both of these teams are going to face off here. And interesting to know is that, again, we're in the fearless format. I don't think we prep people and really understanding, but at this point, if you follow casual League of Legends, if you follow any sort of League of Legends, pretty much every league is full fearless here. And pretty soon, we may live in a world where the whole year is going to be fearless, Yanni.
Yeah, you better not be scared. You need to be fearless because things will get crazy. It's a big hot button topic. When talking about Tier 1 League of Legends, a lot of opinions about it. Personally, I kind of like it. I really do enjoy the Fearless format. It means that if you're in Fearless, that means no more best of ones ever, which is actually fantastic. And, just a little bit of variety is nice. I do love seeing some team compositions get refined. If you recall years past at the highest levels, you could be like, yes, in 2017, this team, their quintessential team comp was these 5 champions because they played it over and over again and were so good at it. You kind of lose that, but you also gain the, oh my God, I had no idea the Shy could pick Karma.
Yeah, sure, I could pick Karma. I mean, in Fearless, right, you never get SKT versus Rocks. That final never happens. It looks way different. The landscape of League of Legends fundamentally, if this change goes through, changes a lot, right? Like epic game 5s are going to come down to who can play this champion? What secret pick are they coming out with, right? So I think it's going to be cool. It's entertainment focus, it's media focus, it's viewer focus, which is ultimately what matters. Competitiveness takes a backseat, and right now we are going to be into the draft here within this full fearless format. Yanni, we talk about it a lot. We talk about it all the time. Your draft picks mean more now. There is weight. There is value to them, and sometimes you don't want to all in on game 1.
Yeah, sometimes you want to hold your picks back, maybe play something a little bit more meta that you're just like, okay, this is what we've been doing for so long, let's not throw any of the spice out there yet, but you can see some spice getting banned, Cho'Gath taken off the board, Viego targeted toward iFlex. iFlex plays a lot of Viego. So obviously homework being done here by Nighthawks.
Yeah, and that Cho'Gath pick can be flexed like triple roll, right? I've seen it bottom lane, mid lane, and top lane. I've seen this like Shirelia's Cho'Gath. It can be good, it can be bad, depending on what level you're playing at here. So I like that removal of it. It looks like they're gonna just keep going with the solo bans. They are banning out Roxy and Magmore here. Rightfully so, right? I think these are some of the 2 better players on this team and have been known to pick up some carry picks. As on the other side, Varus being removed. A lot of standard champions across the board, right? Nothing too crazy being banned out just yet.
Yeah, not quite. Zyra getting taken off the board as well. Clearly, just making sure you don't want to play against that champion. That champion is S tier jungler right now. You just rifle through your jungle super clear, super fast. Lulu going to be the final ban, and now we can start digging into the picks a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of powerful stuff open for this B1. Azir is interesting. They're going to rock that immediately, right? I thought they would go for maybe their support or maybe an AD carry. Like Ashe is available. Tristana is available here. I mean, you've got a lot of good junglers. Xin Zhao being up is really interesting. The fact that we haven't taken that because Zyra's been banned out. Typically a common matchup that we see all the time. Skarner as well seems to have fallen a bit in priority, but I still think it is very, very good. But Roxy, we'll see if it's going to be Roxy or Magmore. They have locked in the Yasuo Gragas 1-2 wombo combo. We talked about not wasting all your picks. Well, I mean, this is a way to come in strong without really giving too much away.
Yeah, hey, this is fantastic. We want to win the game. The Gragas pick, I actually think is really good with this Azir and obviously this Aatrox that they have now, because you knock an Azir away after he tries to slide his way in. Now he's got no way to get back into the fight. Aatrox, if you can just set him back a little bit, time out his World Ender, things are great. You're having a great time. And then, of course, you get set up for some really huge Yasuo ultimates.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to opt in for a bit of a long-range battle here. I mean, it can be tough if you're on the Yasuo Gragas side to actually reach this Azir Ezreal composition, but I mean, that's one way to try to get in. A Nautilus allows you to extend your range just a little bit, especially with Flash or Hex flashing over walls. This Aatrox is very interesting. I mean, Aatrox into triple melee, he should feast. If no heal cut or grievous wounds does get picked up here, I mean, it could be a tough time for Roxy and the guys.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that we're going to need at least a little bit more damage over on the side of the Nighthawks because, Gragas,
Yeah.
unless you're going full AP, like balls to the walls AP, you're not really expecting like a ton of damage out of him. He's a sustain tank that in team fights doesn't sustain too well. So, you're mostly there for the CC you provide. Obviously, Yasuo gives you a lot of damage, but you need a little bit of something extra to put yourself over the top.
Yeah, I'm hoping you're rounded out in this AD carry role. I don't want to see maybe something supportive coming out from the Hawks here. No Ashe, nothing like that. But as I say that, Kai'Sa and MF, two other characters that would have layered over with that damage, have been removed. So now you're kind of down to the wire a little bit, right? No Varus, no Kai'Sa, no Misfortune. Tristana is still up, and wow, I mean the Hawks are fully telegraphing they want a wombo combo. This Gragas is going to be going to that top side. Diana Yasuo. I mean, from here, though, Queens can draft very, very heavy disengage. As I say that, they go for Kayn?
Dude, what is going on? I have no idea. Like, I look disgusted for a second, but I'm actually not. My brain is just broken because I'm sitting here like, okay, well, what happens if we send Gragas top, Diana in the jungle, Yasuo mid? Or what if we send Gragas top, Diana mid, Yasuo at AD carry? Well, you know what? A really good solution to Yasuo, Diana, is Taric. You turn everybody invulnerable, you got no damage, guys.
And the Ashe gets slotted in for the Hawks. Yeah, I said I didn't want to see it if we don't have any damage coming up, but surely this indicates that the Diana and the Yasuo are going to be going full damage, like you mentioned. I don't think we're going to be seeing any, like, bruiser shenanigans. This is going to be Nashor's, most likely into what is going to be a probably Rabadon's and then a Zhonya's or whatever order. But that's going to be the 3-item core for this Diana. And obviously Yasuo is going to build a crit. He's going to go for that, 100% crit rate very, very early on. And I know, Yanni, you do have some reservations around Ashe. You actually think she can do a lot of damage. I'm on the camp that she doesn't do too much, but certain items actually enable her. I have been seeing the Yuntal, specifically the item rush on Ashe. How does that, like, I'm confused. Why does that do so much damage? Because she's crit based, right? It slows. Like, why is she able to do so much damage?
Yeah, I think a big reason why is because, it's actually team comp dependent. So in a scenario like this where it's the Kayn going after you and the Aatrox, right? Like, obviously Taric can walk up to you, but he's not going to be doing a lot of damage. As long as you have some room to breathe and room to operate, you can really pump out a lot of damage in a fight because of her Q. Her Q just rifles down so much damage. Obviously, you get the Yuntal buff, right? It's pretty weird the way it works, but you get that extra attack speed on crits. I mean,
30 seconds until minions
it's perfect. It's exactly what you want.
Yeah, and Nighthawks invading onto that bot side, looking for that bot lane prio here. No Ezreal, no Taric as well. Maybe we would have thought to see Taric down there. But Kongzi and Aset have snuck their way down to this bottom lane. And unless Semi and Matthew are paying attention, as long as they know that, hey, we didn't clear that out, they have to walk with the wave. And Ezreal here has to check that bush with Mystic Shot. We need to see Semi using his abilities to check some of these blind spots here, because if that doesn't happen, Ezreal and Taric aren't the most tankiest of players at level 1.
No, not at all. Well, they have some sort of idea. They are aware. They're aware, Shibby. They know.
They know something is up here, and maybe this has been studied out. Maybe there's some game tape on the Nighthawks here that they can look to exploit. As that momentary pause happened. Don't worry, it will be right back. It just happens. This is an unfortunate Riot Games feature. We're gonna get through that little mini pause, and we'll potentially see these bot lanes collide one way or another.
Oh, he got him somehow.
Yeah, he clipped him right there. A little bit of extra health, but doesn't eat the Nautilus hook, which is the oh so important part. And With this lane, I feel like this Ashe, especially Ashe Nautilus, can just wrestle control super, super early because of the pushing power of Ashe, the arrows, everything like that. It's not going to be until like level 3, maybe 4, where Semi and Matthew can actually wrestle back control.
See the junglers on opposite sides of the map here. Interested to see if iFlex maybe wants a piece of this Diana early. You know, Diana, once she gets going, she is hard to stop. But early on in the game, those are your opportunities to potentially stop her, especially a champion like Kayn who has a ton of sustained damage.
The thing is, unfortunately, Queens are playing 4v5. Like, Kayn just fundamentally isn't really a champion until he evolves into that form. Now, this is a red Kayn game in my mind. Like, if he does go blue Kayn, he's pretty much primarily going to be targeting Kongzi here. Like, realistically, you're not going to be able to 100-0 somebody like Magmor, somebody like the Diana. It'll be very, very rough. And so I want to see a red Kayn game. I want to see Aatrox and red Kayn specifically just create the space that Azir and Ezreal need to work, especially when you have Taric ultimate ready to go. It is a terrifying thought that an Aatrox that's ulted with Taric, that has ulted himself, is running Mach speed at your team.
Yeah, let them cook, right? And we'll see how that works out in the team fighting phase. Roxy up a little far here. Could leave an opportunity for iFlex to maybe do something, as he's got no mana either, as Nanami is just going right at him, knows that, listen, I'm going to make you burn every single thing that you have.
Right now, iFlex.
Yep, here he comes.
His way towards that gank.
All right, flash out from Roxy there to avoid the slow.
Yeah, I mean, also doesn't give any crucial stacks away. That's another thing, right? It's more than just potentially denying the kill. It's delaying the evolution time, and we'll have to keep track of that as we get further and further in the game. What time he evolves, because that's going to be really crucial in determining whether Queens can actually fight during these objectives. And iFlex is here.
Well, Roxy just burned TP, and iFlex is just trying to as much of the passive as he possibly can. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, we've got an exhaust down on Kongzi. He's got to flash away, but he is getting chased down. The jungler Diana trying to help out, but Asset does a good job of blocking. Down goes the support as Diana is looking to feast. The worst thing is when a Diana gets fed early. First gank, 2 kills.
Really bold play from Semi in there. Your jungler is topside, right? You have no clue where the Diana is because no pings came out. Like you said, Yanni, earlier on, you pointed out these guys started on opposite sides of the map. So this Diana surely should be bot lane here. Really interesting that Semi and Matthew went for that, considering they're the scaling lane. They don't have to do anything, and they'll be completely fine. They will outscale the Ashe and Nautilus. iFlex being here doesn't really change a lot. Yeah, your back gets delayed. You might just die.
Oh, I respected iFlex, but you went a little too deep. You tried to flex, and you got flexed on. Stun coming down here onto Asset as he's trying to get away. He's got no summoners. Don't want to give the kill over to Semi if you can avoid it. Asset so close. Hooks the turret. Just has to dodge. Nice S-key right there.
A really good dodge, and the Nighthawks just taking full advantage of Queen's bot lane right now. And iFlex trying to make something out of nothing and comes up really, really bad, right? 0-1 delays his clear speed, delays his evolve time, gives another kill over to the Diana, who is now 3-0. Yanni, you had some DPS issues. You had some reservations about where they would be able to supplement a lot of this damage. Does a 3-0 Diana kind of calm those reservations?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Because once Diana gets far ahead, it just doesn't matter. Like, you will just absolutely run over the game. I mean, look at the inventory.
Yeah, that's Lichbane rush. When you're that far ahead, it's not going to be the Nashor. She is going for straight burst, straight Lichbane here. Within the next minute or two, she's going to have Lichbane on the map. Her first legendary might be at 8 minutes, which is going to be well before anyone on Queen's side can actually contest this. Now, this is a good look from iFlex, but I think he can only get out with one. He cannot get more.
Oh, never mind. iFlex can't get out at all. Barrel stops you.
Beautiful, beautiful Gragas ultimate into the Yasuo combo, and that's going to happen all day. right? That's going to happen all game here. And if that misses, let's say Magmore can't ult off of that, we've got a Diana coming in slam dunk with another knock-up. Like, Magmore, this team comp has been designed for Magmore to press his ultimate very easily, right? You don't got to work too hard as Kongzi. Might find a kill.
All right, slowing up Matthew Bobo. Kongzi has the ultimate. It's going to fire straight to the Ezreal, who has no cleanse, but he's able to shift away. Kongzi dodging out on the stun, just to squeeze out every last bit of damage that he can.
Yeah, the no cleanse is very interesting here. But I want to see Matthew Bobo rush Mikhails for this guy, if that's the argument we're going for, as Diana is hovering on the top side. Aatrox, the only lane that hasn't seen any action, maybe wants to change that. Oh, you're dead.
Gonna be, no, never mind.
Woo!
Able to escape there. Wow.
Burns the ult and burns flash for flash trade. That does set up Nanami for a return gank, though, right? Like, he doesn't have flash anymore. This Diana could be coming back very, very soon. Bot camps are up, as well as his top camps. Looks like he's going to clear from Gromp to Krugs, and then maybe look for a gank. Like, that's what I think. And look, Yanni, right on time. Just about 8 minutes into the game. What do you see in Diana's inventory?
One of these things is not like the others. One of these things just doesn't belong. Oh, my goodness. Non is just absolutely killing the game right now. You know, Shippy, this reminds me of a solo queue game I played the other day. I got auto-filled in the jungle, right? Now, I'm not saying that I flex, but I played against Diana, and the Diana went bot lane and got 2 kills, much like this game. And then the Diana killed me in my own jungle. It was very similar to the game that I flexed in. I did not win that game.
Wow.
You know, I actually answered the age-old question. If you could win a game with 3 copies of yourself, as seeing some fighting going in the bot lane, as Semi is able to deal a lot of damage, but Matthew Bobo got credit for that kill. Kongzi looking to turn it around at the 2v1, looking for just more slows, but he is out of mana. Oh, good flash.
Nan is here.
Yep, Kongzi trying to just buy time, do what he can, but Nan ready to take over. Nan does so much damage. Now you just got to take out Semi, and you do. But iFlex is ready to claim a huge bounty.
Really good from iFlex there. Pick up some kills. Maybe get Queens back into the game. But realistically, another set of kills going over in the favor of Nan. That's a 6-1 Diana. That guy, very clearly the strongest member on the map. But if you take a look across the board, it's relatively even. I would even say the solo lane's going into Queen's favor.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think it's going to matter. I think Nan's just going to take over the game, bro. I mean, it's only a 600 gold difference, but it might get a little bit wider here as the hook goes down onto the Taric after the long-range ultimate from Ashe. A good stun means he'll be able to walk it out.
Yeah, just be tanky once you get some levels in. Roxy.
Oh, Roxy! Roxy's dead, but knocked iFlex into the turret and forces out a flash.
It's another kill going over into iFlex, the Voltaic Cyclo Sword as well. That rush, he's going for pure damage. And now that's interesting. The fact that he's gone for that lethality build indicates to me that he wants to go blue Kayn. Like I said, this is a red Kayn game in my mind. And typically when you're going red Kayn, you want to build something a little bit bruisery, a little bit more tanky. We'll see what iFlex ends up opting for here. Maybe he's just looking for the assassination on the Nan. Maybe his idea or his thought is, if I kill Diana before she can get off her combo, before she can combo with Yasuo, then we should win the fight. Because all of those kills rest squarely in the shoulders of Nan here. And if he goes down, maybe the bite from the Nighthawks lessens just a little bit. But as you recall, the last round of Grubs, iFlex was able to get 1, while on the side of Nan, they were able to pick up the last 3. So this will be 5-1 Grub split. 1 stack of monster slaying going over to the Nighthawks. They still need 2 more to get those feats of strength. I also obviously believe they got the feats of warfare already, so they're 1 feat away from picking up those extra blue upgrades. But the classic Dragon Grub trade happening on the map.
Pretty tough to go down 5 Grubs to 1 when you've got the 0 on your team, you've got an Aatrox on your team, so not going to have that extra split pushing power. The good news is, Nova Nighthawks, you know, the only person who's really going to be able to leverage that really well is Magmore, so you just got to make sure he's held in check the entire time. As Semi shifts in on the Kongzi getting help from his Nautilus in just a moment as the Ash Arrow lands true, but now Kongzi's getting taken pretty low. Taking a lot of stray Qs, and now the stun is on as they turn over to Asset here. Semi's the one who gets knocked up, but Semi is very healthy, and if his Arcane Shift comes up, he might be able to take over the fight. He flashes forward, he's able to get a kill, he finds the second one, but here comes Non, and he is able to get one. The invulnerability will run out, and he will surely find the second.
Another double kill pickup from Non. 8-1. This is a solo carry performance from this Diana right now. Feed me the rock is what he's saying right now. The guy's taking 100 shots a game.
Yeah, honestly, Kongzi looking a lot like Jalen Hurts right now, because Non is pounding the rock, as you said, doing all the dirty work, just not landing on the 1 yard line. Magmore fancies a little bit of a 1v1 here, looking to maybe knock off this is here, but was not able to.
Yeah, and then Asset and Non are
Asset
here,
is
though.
so fast, bro. Root is
quick.
there. Yeah, Matthew Bobo around to stop that. God, why is he so fast? He's got Merchants.
This is a
Look at him.
things of a fight here. Yeah, he's moving and grooving
He's
right
space
now. I'm
gliding,
not sure.
and it's not because he's on Astronauts.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't have the runes to necessarily really like talk about it, right? Like he's not grasp. Like there's nothing in that tree that gives you move speed.
Getting really aggressive, looking to engage onto Roxy here. As Roxy gets caught, iFlex gets the third kill, trying to do their best Non cosplay this game.
Fortunately, there is a solo kill in the bottom lane. Semi actually killed Kongzi now. That's my one issue with Ashe as well. Just her 1v1 power.
Oh, it's so
isn't
trash.
Amazing. It is, right? Because you're just kind of autoing. Ezreal has access to burst on top of the autos, especially if it's lethal tempo Ezreal. Things can get very crazy very quickly, especially because when you land your abilities, your passive gives you attack speed. So lethal tempo on top of that, you can sometimes be attacking like 2.5, I think like 3 attacks a second. You can go absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
As a momentary pause. Again, Riot Games
We hope
feature.
momentary.
Well, we just saw it, right? We're just getting into that little pause thing that happens afterward, so we should be fine. But gives us time to take stock of what's happening across the map right now. I thought, realistically, the Nighthawks were in a very dominant position. The rest of the team just didn't have to make mistakes. But as we can clearly see from the bot lane, 0-5 on that side. Roxy's been 0-2 and have been giving a couple kills over, and the gold is much more evenly spread. Good flash from Bobo. But realistically, Semi and iFlex are in some pretty solid positions respective to where Nighthawks were.
Yeah, they just need to be careful and not get comboed out by this Diana. Remember, this Diana is going to spike really, really hard once she completes the second item. But so is the Ezreal once he completes his tier item, right? See if Non is able to catch these guys by surprise as Kongzi and Asset full court press. iFlex coming down because he's well aware that something is afoot. Ezreal coming through and it manages to tag Asset. Wait a minute. Here's Non! See you later! Knock them all down! 2 will fall. iFlex is next. It is a triple kill. Kongzi coin to the moon.
Kongzi coin to the moon. From 0-3 to 3-3 in the blink of an eye. And finally, Non sharing some of that wealth there. I was fully expecting him to pick up a triple kill and just go 11-1 right now. But this is good, right? This brings Ashe back into the fold. It separates your gold share and your damage just a little bit. And with Semi going down, they had actually found some footing. I apologize for caster cursing Queens there, but I mean, when it finally felt like they were stabilizing, where they were getting onto even grounds, Non just absolutely rips them to shred. Very good lane gank and a good bait from Kongzi and Asset. Asset ended up taking a tower shot, which I think prompted like the neurons for Queens to go, wait, he took a tower shot, he's low, go, 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 and they absolutely got baited. Yeah,
their neurons were firing, but unfortunately they didn't think about the potential of Diana being there. And you question, can Non pass? Non can indeed pass. Now has 3 assists on the ledger, getting Kongzi into the game on that Unital Wild Arrows now. And it's a great way to get kickstarted because he needed somebody else. Roxy, as you mentioned. Roxy. Roxy with a bit of a sidestep there. I like it. Knocks Maggie Bobo into the turret. He takes a lot of damage for it, and iFlex is over the wall, ready to go. iFlex was spotted out, but I think Roxy realized their goose is cooked. They try to clear out the minion wave. It will not help.
Valiant effort. The good thing about Gragas is that you don't actually need a lot of items to function. Like you said, you're kind of that like sustained disruptor tank is what I like to call him. Realistically, he's there to press R so that Magmor can press R. He's there to disrupt the rest of Queens there for when they start grouping, right? Specifically, maybe get the Ezreal out of position, force an arcane shift, potentially the Azir like you mentioned, right? Just separating this team comp that much more so that the Nighthawks can kind of pick and pull apart as two dragons, again, have gone over to the Queens. We've seen Rift Herald go over to the Nighthawks, and I believe this turret is going to go down to Semi, right? A lot of solo gold going into the favor of this Ezreal, and despite the kill score, despite the proactiveness of the Nighthawks, gold is relatively even.
Yeah, but we'll see how even it is after a play like this. Nanami got knocked up, but he's managed to survive for quite some time. Healing up. iFlex is here. Nanan's got to flash out as everybody comes to assist, but now iFlex is chasing him down, trying to get to his Nautilus. Nautilus with a great hook. Ezreal does not land. Nanan goes back in and plays it perfectly. And Kangji can't save his jungler, but can he save the fight? Can he save his support? Rifling away on Darlin. But here comes Semi, and here comes the teleport from the Aatrox. His asset falls next.
Kongzi's got to get out of dodge. It's an even kill score. It's an even game right now. 31.5 KPs. Literally 500 gold pretty much separates these two teams here. And if you talk about the objective trade, well, yeah, Queens has 2 dragons, but the Nighthawks have 5 grubs and the Rift Herald that they just popped in their name. Now, I did believe it get a charge onto that tier 2 turret in the top side, so that's something to look for when they eventually pick it up, or if they decide to pick it up. But Kongzi's just walking this guy down.
Kongzi is mooning. Kongzi is mooning right now. He's going crazy. Semi has to try to get away. He's got to burn the barrier. iFlex is ready to come through, but he gets slowed up trying to chase down Roxy. Won't be able to get it. Nanan on the way with the ult up in just a moment or two. Roxy gets pulled in. The Roxy goes down, but Nanan with the moonfall takes him down. Semi trying to do what he can to get a damage. Ezreal comes through, tags him just slightly enough for Nanami to get the kill, and Nanami is going crazy. A triple kill for the top laner.
What is that healing? Sundered Sky, Aatrox, we talked about it in the draft, Yanni. Aatrox into triple, now quadruple melee actually is absolutely disgusting. Someone on this team has to pick up Grievous Wounds ASAP, or Nanami is going to feast on the Nighthawks and absolutely go crazy.
Yeah, this is getting to be a strange position here for the Nighthawks because, you know, Nanan was so far ahead. Now he's got his Dark Seal. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. You've gone from 8-0 to 11-3, which, you know, still sounds good on paper, but I don't know how much you're going to be stacking that. By the way, over the last 2 fights, I was going to say the solo leaders weren't doing a whole lot, but Nanami and Darlim are now in the game. Kongzi and Asset getting double stunned up here. iFlex coming through. Kongzi able to get away.
Watch Kongzi.
But here comes the Taric ultimate. Will only get semi-protected as iFlex falls next.
Really good job from the Nighthawks to kill Matthew Boble before that ultimate completely comes down, right? That's the big mistake that this Taric is making. He's ulting while he's frontlining, not realizing he can get bursted down. You've got to live so that your ult can cover the widest range. We are into that Cloud Rift as well, and Otacon
We're just ripping Otacon on spawn.
Why not? We can rip.
Wait, we're not ripping Otacon on spawn. What?
If we want to, we could. iFlex did go down here. He's not up, but maybe they realize that Otacon's a bait. They realize you don't want to start that objective unless it's completely good.
Pulling in Nanami could be a little scary, but he's got the World Ender. He's trying to heal. Kongzi flashes away and shuts him down, and Nan joins the fight. Sure, the Emperor's Divide lands, but the Emperor has fallen, and the next target's going to be the Taric as he goes down. Semi getting Moonfall, but he's able to shift out, but gets caught by stray arrows. Kongzi with that kill.
Really odd that Queens opted in for that fight there. They knew they had a numbers disadvantage. iFlex wasn't even alive, and a fight lost there, a team fight lost there, means you lose Otacon. Very strange fight selection from Queens. I feel like their solo laners are really trying to kind of carry this game. They're looking for plays here and there, but they just don't have the CC, they don't have the damage just yet, and especially they don't have the personnel. So Otacon's gonna go down to the Nighthawks. That's gonna give them a permanent buff on the neutral objectives that they pick up. So these Cloud Dragons, the Baron potentially, as well as getting a ton of XP and extra stats from those roses that they just picked up. Really well played from the Nighthawks. Good fight from them. Good understanding of turning it around. And despite Non picking up, like you said, picking up that Darksteel a little late. I mean, he's 12-3, and you can just see the amount of damage he's pouring in. He is so much farther ahead than anybody on Queens. He is on his 3rd item, and he's going to be building towards his 4th very soon.
Yeah, he's going to get real big. I imagine the Zonias might come in shortly. As the Dragon has been started up by the Nova Nighthawks, they will be able to take it there first in the game. Meanwhile, on the top side, Nanami will look to trade out a turn.
We're going to head into the point of the game where things may look to calm down just a little bit, as both of these teams most likely will be bouncing waves back and forth. It's not completely over for the Queens. Realistically, this game can go and swing either way. I know the Gold League favors the Nighthawks, but with the way that this Ezreal has been playing, Semi has been putting out a ton of damage. He's hit his 2-item power spike like you mentioned, with more mana and Triforce. iFlex has picked up the Black Cleaver. We've also got Maw built for Nanami, so that's a ton of healing coming in, right? Sundered Sky, plus the passive from Maw Malmorius, plus the lifesteal. Like, it could be very difficult to deal with this Aatrox. Again, nobody has Grievous Wounds, which I lied. Kongzi does. It still can be difficult if Kongzi's not in these fights.
Yeah, you're going to need a fight around him. And the good news is, I mean, they will be. That Enchanted Crystal Arrow, I'm sure, it's going to do a lot of work. It started a couple of fights. It hits one of these priority targets. He catches Nanami by surprise. You're able to stun lock him. As an example, that'd be a great way to win a fight. We see some pressure bearing down on mid now as Nan goes in, and they will kill Matthew Bobo.
Bobo go down again, and he's 1-8 on this Terran. Rough shape. I mean, hasn't really been able to flex that ultimate usage to deny the Wombo combo that's coming out from Nighthawks. Realistically, I think every single one of these ultimates have just allowed his team to live a little bit longer, and that's it. They haven't really done too much more. They haven't been able to turn a fight. They haven't really been able to kind of use it effectively to block out a lot of damage. Sometimes it feels like it's too little too late, or in this case, he could just never get it off because he gets caught out.
Oh no, iFlex will use his ultimate to dodge out on Nans. He's not able to get over the wall, however, is able to stun Nan. He's able to flash away. Asset is here trying to help out, but we need to get some heal cut on Nanami because Nanami, no, he will finally fall. It looks like they had enough. As Roxy comes in on the teleport, Kongji, really a bit of a precarious spot, but he is able to walk away and slow him up while he's out.
4v4 right now, 1-for-1. Nanami for Asset. I think it's a fair trade. If you're the Nighthawks here, you've got some lane shoving in your way, you got some damage onto these turrets. Like, realistically, now your idea is, like, how do we set up for this Baron? Right? We're 4,000 gold at. You tab over, you can definitely check that you are the stronger team for sure, and now you got to think about denying vision. The control wards are there. If you pan over to that top side near Baron, like, they've got 2-3 control wards ready to go. It's completely dark for Queens, and they have to use it. I hate it when teams will place vision down, reset, and then play a completely different side of them.
Yeah, and then they won't utilize the vision or they won't defend it, and they're going to try to catch out Matthew Bobo here. It happens again, Shibby. He is not channeling his inner fist of the nose hair.
No,
That's
not at all.
That's a deep cut.
That is a deep cut. That's a deep cut. I don't know how. I think it's only me and you will know that one there. Yeah, I don't see the yellow afro.
We're Unk status, bro.
That is true. That is true. He's gonna have to transform. He's gonna have to maybe call upon his pals here, but Matthew Bobo just kind of receiving the ash arrows, right? No Mikhail, no way to cleanse it. Nobody's gonna tank it for him. Him
Fully
going down,
tier.
fully stacked tier. He might be crying in game and IRL right now because he just keeps getting ulted every single time, and because they've been just repeat rinsing, killing this support, the vision control for Queens has been very limited. He can't place any wards down. He can't even go and clear his own vision. Like, there's one ward in that jungle.
Darlin making a huge play, but Nan is able to escape. But here we go. They're going to go invulnerable.
Ultimate.
They need to win this fight, Shibby. Queens are trying to come through. Non has fallen. Asset gonna be the next target. He's able to walk under the turret that literally has a sliver. It will go down to a gentle breeze, guys. Take it down. Cogsy trying to do what he can, but he fails to find kills. A shutdown for Darlem and the Baron in the eyes of Queens.
Magmore and Roxy are up. Ultimates are available. There is a world where they can contest this, but no. They're going to opt in for gold. They're going to opt in to take these camps away. Mind you, that TP that was used by Roxy earlier on, unavailable. They are walking towards it, but it might get burned down before Magmore gets here or Roxy gets here.
Magmore, this is so risky. Your teammate has now met the Aatrox, and Roxy is having a bad time. Top 10 anime fights of all time, but there was no clear winner there. The Baron will be secured.
And I think the thing to note as well within this season, because there's so many different neutral objectives to take across the map, like there's always something to kind of take every couple of minutes, getting picked off feels that much worse, right? It felt like, I mean, it always felt bad, right? In the last couple of seasons, but you can kind of go like, all right, well, there's nothing to take on the map. There's nothing you can do here. The fact that that one pick in the mid lane onto onto Kongzi, right, results in Queens completely flipping the script, getting the Baron, being able to take everything off the map, and because death timers are so much longer, that arrow!
Ultimate downtown Joe Brown out of Kongzi!
My mouth is agape. That's insane.
I'm sure Semi's is too. Semi, you should have taken cleanse, bud.
Yeah, bit of a mistake here. That barrier probably not letting you live too much longer. As Nanami, though, with that Baron says, you know what? Doesn't matter. I'm going to push this tier 2. I think even if he dies for this, it's fine. No, I don't think he can get out. Oh, no, he's got empowered recall. He's fine. He's fine.
He's, I think I saw Ariasuo from last night in our solo queue game make a similar thing. So I flex. Oh no, he got caught. Roxy lets him off the hook though.
Huh? Let the ult come through and then ult him, Roxy. You trolled your jungler. Flex wants this.
Wait, Flex might win this. Hold on, Roxy is on the way. Flex with the Umbral Trespass. Gonna wait. Roxy will just walk it out, just playing bodyguard for Non.
Darlem holding down this mid lane. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah,
it's a 3-item
hits hard. Yeah, Darlem hits hard. Kongzi's got to limp away. This is a tough game for this Ashe to play now, being so far behind. Darlem getting caught. The Ashe ult gets Zonia's. Good job there by Darlem, but two members are going to get knocked up. His Asset is just looking to buy space. iFlex, though, is looking to chase him down, and Semi gets the kill.
Queens mounting a bit of a comeback here. Some good fight selection, right? Right now, they have been picking really good fights. I had my issues with them earlier on, but so far, iFlex and Nanami on these massive long flanks, right? I mean, every time it feels like the Nighthawks are going to get away, Nanami pops up, or iFlex comes out from one of the bushes or from one of the terrains and absolutely disrupts the Nighthawks and what they want to do here. It feels like this Gragas pick that was picked specifically to obviously combo with Magmore needs to start using his ultimate just to peel for Kongzi, who's been doing pretty good given the situation, right? Like his auto spacing, his space gliding, everything like that. He's been pretty damn good on dodging abilities.
Yeah, a big reason why he took the Ghost this game. You know, you only have the stuns coming out from the Taric, so as long as you got the fancy feet, you'll be just fine. You know, and now that this Ghost is down, we'll obviously have a little bit of waning effectiveness, so Roxy may need to play for him a little bit more. Cresting toward the 30-minute mark here, Shibby, and right now a bit of a state of calm because there's 2 minutes before the Dragon and nearly 3 before the Baron.
Yeah, we're in that phase of the game where just kind of looking for picks, looking to deny vision, seeing if we can catch either of these guys on a bad rotation or maybe even force a teleport from one of these guys. That was the big reason why Queens was able to take that Baron. Roxy just did not have teleport available. They were able to get a pick when he was pushing down that bottom lane, and they transitioned that into that Baron. Queens probably looking to do something very similar once these objectives come up. But it's odd. The Nighthawks pretty much have a 4,000 gold lead, but it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, it just feels like a weird state of the game where Queens can certainly win. Like,
yeah,
you know, this game is certainly not over yet. And there's really good scaling over on Queens with this Azir, who has already done so much Maybe going toward that Rabadon's next. If you get a Rabadon's power spike so hard, there's obviously a lot of options you can go with, but needlessly large rod, that's just a lot of damage.
Very true, and it's funny, Non on his 4th item, pretty much full build. Really, the only thing he has to upgrade is that Dark Seal. We'll see if he opts in for that or if he's going to sell that and pick up another item here. But, I mean, Non's relatively as strong as you can get, right? You have to fight. You have to end the game if you're Nighthawks, because Non picking up extra kills, picking up extra gold, it's not doing a whole lot for that.
Not at all, Shibby. Remember what these teams are playing for, looking to ensure they maintain their top 4 spots. Queens U falls, they might be looking at spot 5. The Nighthawks lose. All of a sudden, they're on spot 4. They're seed 4, right on the bubble, potentially. Nobody wants to make a mistake after how far you've cultivated this game and how far you've come. Really, really big credit to Queens, because them fighting through Non's early strength has been a treat to watch.
And we talked about how these picks work in the draft because we are in full Fearless. Like, you've slammed over a complete wombo combo composition. You got the dream scenario. Diana gets super far ahead, was 8-1 at one point, where nobody else pretty much had kills. I think there was maybe 1 or 2 kills given over. It's this 3rd Cloud Drake being taken. Just going to give him a ton of move speed, and that Nautilus, like you said, is going to be even faster. But they invested so heavily into this. Losing on this may just be what breaks their back, right? Because Queens, it doesn't feel like they've given too much sauce over, right? You've got a Kane, you've got a Tarek. It doesn't feel like those picks are hotly contested anyways.
Yeah, it's a little bit of spice. You know, they did open up the spice rack. They said, you know what, we're going to go with some of our more unique offerings, unique picks, but nothing overly crazy like Diana Yasuo combo, especially how early it was taken in the draft. And, you know, Shibby, if you're this far ahead and then you aren't able to take the game home, you're not able to get across the finish line, you have to start thinking, you know, what's your mental like going into the next game?
Now these AD carries resting up on full builds. We're getting to that territory where these guys are 5-6 items in, and I very much prefer the Azir Ezreal over the Diana, Ashe, and Yasuo. I just have to say so myself. I think these champions scale just a little bit better into the late game here, and with Matthew Bobo's ult getting better and better after every cast. I mean, that last one where he's able to make his team fully invulnerable and push forward towards that Baron after that kill. I mean, yeah, I don't know if you should be face checking though, Bobo.
Well, he is going to face check, and Non's going to go in. Lots of damage out. Who's going to survive? Not that many is the answer to that question. Darlem finally shows up. Big body slam by Roxy. Darlem's got to carry this fight because Nanami can't do a damn thing. Oh, Darlem knocks away Non, but that's it as Magmore goes in, goes out, but now he's low. Semi's pretty healthy. Darlem flashing forward, leading from the front for a triple kill.
Beautiful, beautiful positioning from Darlem and Semi. And we talked about how is the Nighthawks going to reach these two carries, right? They are so long range. That's one way to disrupt a wombo combo composition. Just don't get in range of the wombo, right? You had Matthew Bobo face check. He ended up getting his ult down. He did die, but the massive range advantage and the scaling advantage and the damage advantage from Darlem and Semi
Roxy
proved to be efficient.
Roxy! Oh,
Roxy!
Roxy didn't even go for the Baron while it was low. The Enchant Crystal Arrow does not land. Semi's got to use both summoners to try to get away. And now Cogsy on Matthew Bobo, but he's so fast. Roxy will find Darlem, and they're able to clean it up and take a couple Barons away.
Pause coming in after that Baron fight. Hopefully we get that resolved soon. And yeah, I think every single Baron has been cleaned up. I believe iFlex doesn't have it. He did not pick up the deal.
It was close.
Does he? It was close.
It was like
it was
1
really close.
second before it went down.
Yeah, it was really close. I would love to see after we get back out of this pause to see if iFlex has it. If he does, it's not a bad play. If he doesn't, the Nighthawks just absolutely wipe every single Baron off the map here. Yeah, it's a takeaway Baron, but you gave so much gold away. I don't know how much more damage Kongzi can do, though. He's going to end up picking this most likely Bloodthirster, is what I'm thinking for himself here on this Ashe. But, I mean, his damage is capped out right? Like Darlem still has one full item ready to go, as well as Semi has 1.5 items to go. Like if they get to that point, already this Azir damage is out of hand. I can't imagine, like you said, if he picks up potentially like a Shadow Flame, or if he picks up any sort of AP item available, right? There's so much available right now on the side of Darlin. Like he can pick up a Medjai's if he really wants to, if he feels he's really safe and doesn't really need to get into the thick of it. Like it's dangerous to see and think of a world where we hit 40-45 minutes and Darlin is full build.
Yeah, Darlem is well on his way to getting there. A little bit of breathing room for the Nova Nighthawks to get back out on the map. It's a 3,000 gold difference, but it's starting to not matter anymore, Shibby. I like that pickup for Darlem. Ashel, you don't have to worry about it. Nautilus ultimate, not bothered, anything like that. And I think this game is going to come down to Kangji's ultimates. We saw a couple of really good Ash ults, but remember in that last fight, it was used right in a full gaggle of members. They didn't use it as a pick tool. They used it as a fight starter, and it did not work out.
Yeah, and might be going back to the well a little too often for the Nighthawks, right? I mean, they've just been constantly ripping Ash ults onto Matthew Bobo, and yeah, they've been killing him, but you can still cast Redemption when you're dead as a support. If you get the Locket off before you die, that's a little bit of extra effective HP. Like, it might be... Uh-oh.
Oh, Nan's getting chunked. He's gone golden. So is Azir. Here comes the Moonfall. Azir's ult doesn't hit anybody, and he gets CC locked. Roxy makes a big play, and now they've rooted the Aatrox. Nanami is healing, but Nanami falls, and that could be it. It's a 5v2. Big power play opportunity as they got away pushing in the base. Flex and Semi are going to have to play like they've never played before. But Flex falls, and Nan chases down Semi. He's forced to shift away. And I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back, Shimmy. This appears to be game. Semi is full court pressed. Roxy's just healing up. The turrets are falling, and now they're going to catch Semi too. That's just not right. Game 1 to the Nighthawks.
And in the blink of an eye, the Nighthawks take the game up 1-0, and Queens thought they had a pick. They thought that they were able to find somebody out there, but unfortunately Nan had the Zhonya's, had the flash available, baited multiple members of Queens into that fight, and the rest of the cavalry for the Nighthawks came in and absolutely demolished Queens in the blink of an eye. Like, no true tank. Bobo going down again, unfortunately. Like, rough game for Queens here. And the Nighthawks, after trials and tribulations, after an explosive early game and a back and forth mid game, one team fight decides it all. Very well played from them, and they're up 1-0. Yanni, with how competitive this game 1 was, I have an inkling we might go to 3 games.
That would be pretty fun, Shibby, not gonna lie. That game was wild, and I really thought the Nighthawks were gonna come away with it earlier from the way it was going, but the fights were just a little, a little cluttered, a little messy, and much like Wenzel Farms Snack Sticks, no mess, no distractions in that last fight. Speaking of Wenzel Farms Snack Sticks, you should fuel your game with them. Bold, protein-packed flavor to help keep you locked in, whether you're grinding ranked or leading the squad or crushing it in the last fight of a game like this one. Wenzel's keeps you powered up. Grab a stick, stay in the game, and crush the competition. Wenzel's Farm, fuel for gamers, flavor for champions, and the champions for at least game 1 are the Nighthawks. We'll see if they're able to come back and take it into 2-0 series, or if on the other side, we're going to see some big things happen from Queens U. We'll see in a couple moments.
Just reach in. You gotta pull it. Just grab it. Just take it out of his hand. What do you mean you can't?
Let go.
What do you mean he won't let go? He's dead.
Help me.
Get in there.
No, just hold on.
Make him let go of it. No, I got you. Just go in for a hug. Go and get on in there. It's a bad loss. Yeah, hug him up. Just reach. Hug him up. He's breathing. I think it's on the other side. Go.
I can't do it.
Help me, Lord. Help me get over this loss.
I can't breathe.
Hey, I can't breathe. I'm so upset. I can't breathe. Stop. You knock on wood so they go to heaven. It's like a lucky. Hey, get the stick.
Yeah.
Hey, do you the meat stick?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, just hold tight for a second. They're moving the casket. Just hold tight.
Yeah, that's no worries. I got it.
Oh, what an awesome day for a pump, dude.
Yeah, I gotta take it easy. Doc says if I exert myself, I will die.
You overexert yourself, you will die.
I'll tell you what, you finish the workout, all these could be yours. That looks good. A little bit of honey ham for the ham. Get after it, and that's your, no, get after it, and that's your treat. Stay, do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You gotta give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work 'em. Putting in the work. Yeah, baby. Yes. Dude, this is a spicy workout. Make it worth it. Building the beef and bringing home the bacon, baby. I'm loving it. Teriyaki is just about within your reach. Come on, get you some. Come on. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. You're there. You're almost there.
That's so worth it.
What do you make of this up here? Just showed up in the yard a couple days ago.
Dog been digging in here?
I don't think so, dude. That goes way down in there. Seriously, did you just lose your meat stick?
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's something in there, dude. Just leave it.
Are you kidding me?
We'll just head to the house. Just leave it.
Hell with that.
Oh, yeah. There's something in there. Ah!
Want one?
Thank you.
It was worth it.
Oh, man, this is incredible.
Wow.
Huh?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Hey, man, grab me a meat stick. I think I can reach it if I do a little more. Just let me go a little. I can't. Just a little more. I almost got it. Careful! Oh, God. No. Come on, just reach. Reach. Just grab my hand. Grab my hand.
Give me the meat stick. This other hand's closer. The one with the stick is. Oh.
What am I supposed to say?
It doesn't matter. Your daddy ain't listening to you anyway.
I'm hungry.
No. Put it away. I can't watch it. Oh, crap. Just reach in. You gotta pull it. Just grab it. Just take it out of his hand. What do you mean you can't?
Just won't let go.
What do you mean he won't let go? He's dead.
Help me. Get in there.
Now just hold on.
Make him let go of it. No, I got you. Just go in for a hug. Go and get on in there. It's a bad loss. Yeah, hug him up. Just reach. Hug him up. the other side. Go.
I can't.
Just-
I can't do it.
Help me, Lord. Help me get over this loss.
I can't breathe.
Hey, I can't breathe. I'm so upset. I can't breathe. Stop. You knock on wood so they go to heaven. It's like a lucky. Hey, get the stick. Hey, do you the meat stick?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, just hold tight for a second. They're moving the casket. Just hold tight.
Yeah, it's no worries. I got it.
Oh, what an awesome day for a pump, dude.
Yeah, I gotta take it easy. Doc says if I exert myself, I will die.
You overexert yourself, you will die.
I'll tell you what, you finish the workout, all these could be yours. That looks good. A little bit of honey ham for the ham. Get after it, and that's your, no, get after it, and that's your treat. Stay, do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You gotta give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work 'em. Putting in the work. Yeah, baby. Yes. This is a spicy workout. Gotta make it worth it. Building the beef and.
Welcome back, everybody, to NECC Division 2 League of Legends action. Shibby, that game felt like a marathon. That game felt long. That game felt short. I don't really know what to feel anymore, but all I know is that I was feeling what the Nova Nighthawks were cooking.
Yeah, I mean, at least early game, right? Non kind of went crazy. They're kind of interesting to see that they kind of stumbled it a little bit in the mid game. Like, surely any other team that obviously much better, right, would be able to take that lead, transition it into objectives, transition it into like sheer dominance, right? Those kind of games when one of your players is that far ahead ends at 30 minutes, right? Obviously, it's a little bit harder to end it earlier on because of Baron spawning at 25. Like, realistically, those games end between the 25 and 30-minute mark. But they made a really big, crucial mistake around that mid-game a little bit prior to when Baron was up. Baron comes up after they die. Queens ends up seizing a really good opportunity. The momentum starts going into their favor. And then it just becomes a back and forth of like, which team fight is going to decide it all, right? And realistically, the Nighthawks did a really good job of keeping their wave states in order, pushing tier 2s down, making sure that when they do win that decisive team fight, that they don't have to push through too much, right? They had two Nexus turrets, one inhibitor turret to go through, and that was it. And they had a ton of damage. Obviously, Diana shreds turrets, Yasuo shreds turrets. So once they won that fight in that jungle, it was pretty much over. But yeah, I think we've got to be more aware on both sides of the ball or both sides of the game, right? That, hey, getting picked, getting picked off, dying later into the game. There's so many different objectives to take on the map right now. Like, you cannot die frequently. And I know we like to pick on Matthew Boba, but he really was the only kind of tank in the game. But just other people getting picked off, right? And other individuals kind of dying here and there kind of either sets the momentum back or kind of doesn't allow you to end the game as soon as you are. So I think both teams just need to be hyper aware and cognizant of how valuable their life is.
Yeah, I mean, dying, and just being a 5v4 really resets your team's tempo, right? Like, you lose everything. Your vision line doesn't get to be fleshed out, even if it's not your support. Like, your support now has to go in alone, and it's like really spooky scary when you're walking into fog of war. And I just think that you need to do a better job of playing as a team, calling out where people are, where people could be, and being aware of what could happen, because it was a lot of those Ashe ults. They just kind of stepped up super far and were disrespected. I mean, there were so many times where they were past the middle line of mid lane where it's just like, you're in our territory now, Ashe ult. We just fight. And it's like, you walked up, you messed around, you found out. And you should have known instead of finding out, but now that you found out, don't make the same mistakes again.
Yeah, plenty of Ashe ults ripped from Kongzi there. The good thing is, Yanni, that they don't have to necessarily find out again, as we are in that full fearless format. And, when we get into draft, you'll see the 10 champions that have been taken off the board that cannot be played by both teams, along with another 10 champions that will be banned out here. So 20 champions will be taken off the board for both of these teams. And I like to say it's not that big of a deal, but at this level, 20 champions being removed, you do kind of start digging in the pockets just a little bit, especially if you're one of those players that, at least based off of research, based off of studies, seems to have a much more limited champion pool. If you pick one and they ban 3 out, you're potentially on your 5th, maybe 6th best champion here. There is a viable strategy on both sides for these teams where they can just absolutely decide to say, you don't get to play the game, or if you do, you're not going to have fun.
Yeah, and this is one of the criticisms of Fearless, especially at this level. We were talking about it in some discords that were involved in it earlier today, especially when you get down to collegiate League of Legends and you get down to your Division 2s and stuff like that, and maybe you're not working with powerhouse schools that have great, like, well fleshed out competitive players from top to bottom, right? Sometimes you've got some solo queue players that are just happen to be pretty good, and they're like, yo, I'm gonna play League of Legends on a team. And in solo queue, you're not exactly practicing all these different champions. You're not really willingly locking in Ornn, right? Or you've got some sort of issue, that you need to go and get fixed, because you should not be locking Ornn in solo queue if you want to have fun at the very least. But my point is, the Fearless bans, plus you could just aim your 3 bans at one person and say, okay, you're forced to pick early. Now we're going to counter you with whatever we want, because our guy can play this and your guy can't play that. And then you use the last 2 on somebody else and just squeeze them. That's all you got to do. You just squeeze the picks out of them. You force them onto stuff that they don't want to play. You force them onto the boring champions, your Nasus's, your Dr. Mundos, stuff like that. Your Sivers.
Squeeze the life out of them, right? Squeeze the juice out of every single ban here. But what we've also tended to notice, at least in these early kind of Fearless games, is that the bans don't change too much.
True.
Right? Like, usually some of these bans stay banned until like the 5th game, because it's like, well, we've got to try to open something up for our team, because if we ban these away, our team may have nothing to pick. Luckily, we're in a best of 3 format, so maybe the bans will stay the same. And as I say that, though, the Corki gets removed by Queens here. So sides have swapped. The Nighthawks are on blue side, Queens U on the red side here. And utilizing that red side counter pick, going to be oh so crucial. Now, I will say the Nighthawks, I don't think they really utilize it that well. I'm going to be honest, they R5'd Ashe, and we're just like, yeah, this is what we're going to play. Can't really do too much about it. I don't really think Ashe is like a counter to Ezreal in any means, or wasn't really a counter into that team comp by any means. But I mean, that the pick potential, obviously very, very good. You could have rotated that R1, R2 and been completely fine there. But Varus, Viego, and Lulu taken out. Those are the exact same bans Nighthawks had on red side. The Zyra being removed is another ban that's very similar. And now, what I'm looking to see from the Nighthawks is just rotate one of these early strong junglers, Xin Zhao, up on the board. I mean, Nan just went crazy. Put the ball in his hands until he misses, right? Feed him the rock as much as possible.
Shoot or shoot.
And yeah, shoot or shoot. Give
Shooters,
him a reason.
Shoot!
And that is a shot right there.
Tell
I know
me
a lot
about
of you maybe who haven't been paying attention potentially to the scene, the evolving meta, who maybe didn't watch Tier 3 tonight that happened earlier this weekend, didn't get to see near airport. They're not tuned in. Their ears aren't to the ground. That Darius is not going into the top lane, or it could, but most likely going into the jungle.
Yeah, that champion is very scary. He runs really, really fast. The Victor picked, actually kind of like the Victor, if you're able to get down that gravity well,
Pantheon.
you just slow him up a little bit. Pantheon might have a bit of a tough time trying to run away from this Darius. Oh my goodness, what the hell is going? Yo, Locksever here, please. Just Locksever, bro. Like, Kongji, I know you probably don't want to. Just be a good teammate. Let your buddies play, have fun. Karma works too. This is good. I like what we're going with here with the Nova Nighthawks. Honestly, should be. I'm kind of worried for Queens U here. I think this game could be over fast.
I mean, they're going to go fast for sure, right? The Nighthawks looking to speed up their Darius. This is definitely a Shurelia's Cho'Gath game if I've ever
Okay,
seen one
this is a
because you
great
have the
pick.
Darius. But I do love Maokai, right?
Yeah.
Quintessential anti dive champion, anti go fast button, right? Has the ultimate, can throw it down the grasping roots, does a fantastic job. I mean, him and Gragas are like peel centric champions, and it's really interesting because we do have the Pantheon picked up, and Pantheon's a jungle champion. It can get flexed into the top and mid role. I even see it in support sometimes, but I have my thoughts on this champion. Very feast or famine. I think if you're an insane jungler, you can make it work. You can do it. Like, you have that window to carry, but you really fall off a cliff very, very hard here. And Darius, granted, just needs a couple items, right? Realistically, that Yomu's first item plus the Boots of Swifties actually makes him so fast here. So we are going to ban out 80 carries. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 80 carry bans. Yanni, you are in hell if this is you.
No, dude, I'm just locking Sivir. Like, honestly, it's just so fine here. Like, yes, it's boring. Sit. I'm a real one. I know. I just know. Sivir getting locked in for Queens. I think Sivir's really good for Queens. Helps you run away. Helps you also re-engage. If the Maokai ult comes out and you're just like, wait a minute, I should run. You know what would go really hard here? Smolder is good. Yo, let's pick up a Silas here. Let's steal a Maokai ultimate. Let's steal a Sivir ultimate. Let's enable your team.
Silas into Victor could be a tough matchup. Instead, they're going to opt in for the Gwen in the top side. So this is a Cho'Gath mid.
No. Yeah.
This is Cho'Gath mid. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not blind because it still could be. But yeah, Cho'Gath mid. This is, unless it's Gwen mid. I mean, that would be kind of crazy. Now, hear me out. Gwen jungle, Darius top.
Gwungle
with Darius top. We're just making guesses, man. All right. I don't like these last couple of picks for these team comps. I think the Gwen's really out of place, and I think the Jace is pretty out of place too.
I think the Jace is in a response to that Gwen. Is it Gwungle? No, I think production's messing with us. I think production's messing.
Oh my God, it's Gwungle! I'm a genius! Let's go!
It's Gwungle. It actually is Gwungle here. Although, I will say Jason to Darius is fine. Like, Nanami should have a relatively good time here bullying out Roxy. Really good from Nighthawk to kind of, maybe convince Queens that it's going to be a jungle, right? A Darius jungle. But at the last second, buzzer beater swap here. Still a good composition. Shirelia's Cho'Gath still enables your Gwen, enables your Darius here. You're going to get a lot more gold onto the Darius. But yeah, Nanami on this J should be completely fine. Like, this is a very hard composition to actually catch and deal with if you're on Nighthawk's side. Like, Queens U are not going to make it easy. I think the only weird thing about this composition, if I'm really looking at it, now that we have all 5 champions picked, this Pantheon seems all out of place, right? Like, he's going to go in, and he's not going to have any friends, right? Like, Maokai's not going to go in with him necessarily. Yeah, you might be able to get, like, a Twisted Advance onto somebody, get some roots down, but realistically, Queens is going to be playing that range tether game all night long, and as long as this game doesn't go past 20, 30 minutes, as this Smolder doesn't get past that 225 stack mark, which is, oddly enough, been a long time since we've seen Smolder in any sort of competitive play, he's still that late game monster.
Yeah, he still gets to go crazy. Sometimes you get to see him in pro. It's a little rare, but he does get there. I agree on the Pantheon point. I feel like in Nidalee, if you're going for this sort of team comp with what you have put together, Nidalee would have worked like super well because you just get to sit here and throw spears at people and everything like that. And, with obviously Pantheon gets to throw spears too, but not exactly in the same way as Nidalee.
I wouldn't have even hated a Maokai jungle option, right? They did obviously end up picking the Pantheon before the Maokai, but no harm in going Maokai here and then maybe waiting until counter pick support, right? Maybe putting an enchanter into the hands of Queens here. This Sivir pick obviously was a takeaway, right? You want to take that away from Nighthawks as well as give your team a little bit of peel, give your team some move speed, but Maokai support's fine. It's just going to be maybe a rough laning phase if Asset can get a lot of these mantra Qs off. It's up to iFlex, though, on this Queen side to get things done early because you're going against a Guango who's most likely going to be full clearing and constantly cycling camps here. Like, you've got to take advantage of the Cho'Gath in the mid lane. You've got to try to get your Jace ahead on this Darius, because Darius, another champion that's very feast or famine. Once you kill Darius once or twice in lane, it becomes really hard for him to kind of get out of the hole that you put him in. He's just one of those characters that doesn't have those tools, doesn't have the ability, not until maybe level 11 sometimes when his ultimate hits rank 2, or even level 16 where he can start getting resets off. Like, there is a very viable strategy where iFlex and Nanami just beat the bricks out of Roxy in the top lane.
Well, Shibby, they're going to need to. You got to leverage your early strength, come out on top, and win the game from there. We're going to take a short break, and when we return, we'll hopefully be in game 2 here as the Nighthawks are looking to put the series away, but Queens U looking to knot it up. We'll see you soon.
I can't breathe.
Hey, I can't breathe. I'm so upset. I can't breathe. Stop. You knock on wood so they go to heaven. It's like a lucky. Hey, get the stick.
Yeah,
Hey, did you get the meat stick?
yeah, I got it.
Hey, just hold tight for a second. They're moving the casket. Just hold tight.
Yeah, that's no worries. I got it.
Oh, what an awesome day for a pump, dude.
Yeah, I gotta take it easy. Doc says if I exert myself, I will die.
You overexert yourself, you will die.
I'll tell you what. You finish the workout, all these could be yours. That looks good. A little bit of honey ham for the ham. Get after it, and that's your get after it, and that's your treat. Do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You gotta give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work 'em. Putting in the work. Yeah, baby. Yes. This is a spicy workout. Make it worth it. Building the beef and bringing home the bacon, baby. I'm loving it. Teriyaki is just about within your reach. Come on, get you something. Come on. Ooh, ooh. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. You're there. You're almost there.
That's so worth it.
What do you make of this up here? Just showed up in the yard a couple days
Has
ago.
dog been digging in here?
I don't think so, dude. That goes way down in there. Seriously, did you just lose your meat stick?
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's something in there, dude. Just leave it.
Are you kidding me?
We'll just head to us. Just leave it.
Hell with that.
Ah, yeah, there's something in there. Ah!
Want one?
Thank you.
It was worth it.
Oh, man, this is incredible.
Oh, wow.
Huh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Hey, man, grab me a meat stick. I think I can reach it if I just a little more. Just let me go a little. I can't. Just a little more. I almost got it. Careful! Oh, God. No. Come on, just reach. Reach. Just grab my hand. I can't hold it. Grab my hand.
Give me the meat stick. This other hand's closer. The one with the stick is. Oh.
supposed to say?
It doesn't matter. He's dead. He ain't listening to you anyway.
I'm hungry.
No. Put it away. I can't watch it. Oh, crap. Just reach in. You gotta pull it. Just grab it. Just take it out of his hand. You just can't. What do you mean you can't?
He won't let go.
What do you mean he won't let go? He's dead.
Help me. Get in there.
No, just hold on.
Make him let go of it. No, I got you. Just go in for a hug. Go and get on in there. It's a bad loss. Yeah, hug him up. Just reach. Hug him up.
From the other side.
Go.
I can't.
Just-
I can't do it.
Help me, Lord. Help me get over this loss.
I can't breathe.
Hey, I can't breathe. I'm so upset. I can't breathe. Stop. You knock on wood so they go to heaven. It's like a lucky. Get the stick.
Yeah.
Hey, do you the meat stick?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, just hold tight for a second. They're moving the casket. Just hold tight.
Yeah, it's no worries. I got it.
Oh, what an awesome day for a pump, dude.
Yeah, I gotta take it easy. Doc says if I exert myself, I will die.
You overexert yourself, you will die.
I'll tell you what. You finish the workout, all these could be yours. That looks good. A little bit of honey ham for the ham. Get after it, and that's your get after it, and that's your treat. Stay. Do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You gotta give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work 'em. Putting in the work. Yeah, baby. Yes. Dude, this is a spicy workout. Make it worth it. Building the beef and bringing home the bacon, baby. I'm loving it. Teriyaki is just about within your reach. Come on, get you some. Come on. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. You're there. You're almost there.
That's so worth it.
What do you make of this up here? Just showed up in the yard a couple days ago.
Dog been digging in there?
I don't think so, dude. That goes way down in there. Seriously, did you just lose your meat stick?
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's something in there, dude. Just leave it.
Are you kidding me?
We'll just head to this. Just leave it.
Hell with that.
Oh, yeah. There's something there. Ah!
Want one?
Thank you.
It was worth it.
Oh, man, this is incredible.
Wow.
Huh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Hey, man, grab me a meat stick. I think I can reach it if I just a little more. Just let me go a little. I can't. Just a little more. I almost got it. Careful! Oh, God. No, come on, just reach. Reach. Just grab my hand. I can't grab my hand.
Give me the meat stick. This other hand's closer. The one with the stick is. Oh.
supposed to say?
It doesn't matter. He's dead. He ain't listening to you anyway.
I'm hungry.
No. Put it away. I can't put it. Oh, crap. Just reach in. You gotta pull it. Just grab it. Just take it out of his hand. What do you mean you can't?
He won't let go.
What do you mean he won't let go? He's dead.
Help me. Get in there.
Now just hold on.
Make him let go of it. No, I got you. Just go in for a hug. Go and get on in there. It's a bad loss. Yeah, hug him. Hug him up. Hug him up.
On the other side.
Go.
I can't.
Just-
I can't do it.
Help me, Lord. Help me get over this loss.
I can't breathe.
Hey, I can't breathe. I'm so upset. I can't breathe. Stop. You knock on wood so they go to heaven. It's like a lucky. Get the stick. Hey, do you the meat stick?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, just hold tight for a second. They're moving the casket. Just hold tight.
Yeah, that's no worries. I got it.
Oh, what an awesome day for a pump, dude.
Hey, I gotta take it easy. Doc says if I exert myself, I will die.
You overexert yourself, you will die.
I'll tell you what. You finish the workout, all these could be yours. That looks good. A little bit of honey ham for the ham. Get after it, and that's your get after it, and that's your treat. Do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You gotta give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work 'em. Putting in the work. Yeah, baby. Yes. This is a spicy workout. Make it worth it. Building the beef and bringing home the bacon, baby. I'm loving it. Teriyaki is just about within your reach. Come on, get you some. Come on. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. You're there. You're almost there.
That's so worth it.
What do you make of this up here? Just showed up in the yard a couple days ago.
Dog been digging in here?
I don't think so, dude. That goes way down in there. Seriously, did you just lose your meat stick?
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's something in there, dude. Just leave it.
Are you kidding me?
We'll just head to us. Just leave it.
Hell with that.
Yeah. There's something in there. Ah!
Want one?
Thank you.
It was worth it.
Oh, man, this is incredible.
Wow.
Huh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Hey, man, grab me a meat stick. I think I can reach it if I just a little more. Just let me go a little. I can't. Just a little more. I almost got it. Careful! Oh, God. No. Come on, just reach. Reach. Just grab my hand. Grab my hand.
Give me the meat stick. This other hand's closer. The one with the stick is. Oh.
supposed to say?
It doesn't matter. He's dead. He ain't listening to you anyway.
I'm hungry.
No. Put it away. I can't watch it. Oh, crap. Just reach in. You gotta pull it. Just grab it. Just take it out of his hand. What do you mean you can't?
He won't let go.
What do you mean he won't let go? He's dead.
Help me. Get in there. Now just hold on.
Make him let go of it. No, I got you. Just go in for a hug. Go and get on in there. It's a bad loss. Yeah, hug him up. Just reach. Hug him up.
He's breathing.
It's on the other side.
Go.
I can't do it.
Help me, Lord. Help me get over this loss.
I can't breathe.
Hey, I can't breathe. I'm so upset. I can't breathe. Stop. You knock on wood so they go to heaven. It's like a lucky. Get the stick. Hey, did you get the meat stick?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, just hold tight for a second. They're moving the casket. Just hold tight.
Yeah, that's no worries. I got it.
Oh, what an awesome day for a pump, dude.
Yeah, I gotta take it easy. Doc says if I exert myself, I will die.
You overexert yourself, you will die.
I'll tell you what. You finish the workout, all these could be yours. That looks good. A little bit of honey ham for the ham. Get after it, and that's your get after it, and that's your treat. Do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You gotta give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work 'em. Putting in the work. Yeah, baby. Yes. Dude, this is a spicy workout. Make it worth it. Building the beef and bringing home the bacon, baby. I'm loving it. Teriyaki is just about within your reach. Come on, get you some. Come on. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. You're there. You're almost there.
That's so worth it.
What do you make of this up here? Just showed up in the yard a couple days ago.
Dog been digging in here?
I don't think so, dude. That goes way down in there. Seriously, did you just lose your meat stick?
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's something in there, dude. Just leave it.
Are you kidding me?
We'll just head to the house. Just leave it.
Hell with that.
Yeah. There's something in there.
Come on.
Thank you.
It was worth it.
Welcome back, everybody, to Tuesday night NECC League of Legends action here in Division 2. Yanni and Shibby still giving you all the action. Sorry for the extended pause, but we should be getting into game right about now as we are on Summoner's Rift, Game 2 of this best of 3 series. A bit of a spanner in the works, Shibby. It's Gwungle.
Gwungle, right? The blind Gwen. You had your reservations about it. You toyed with the idea that maybe this could be a Gwungle, and maybe unlike some other teams or players, you were spot on, Yanni.
Yeah, I'm kind of smart, I'm a bit of a visionary, Shibby. I remember when Aatrox first came out. Original Aatrox, and I played hybrid Aatrox. I built half AP, half AD. That sucked. Anyway, Darlum in a little bit of trouble here. In a lot of bit of trouble. Is going to hold the flash. And first blood goes to Darius.
Well, I did talk about how putting this Darius in a hole could be advantageous. Now he's got boots level 1. This Jace pick becomes a bit worse now. Simply because this Darius can now chase you down. He's also opted in for Flash Ghost. No TP on Roxy here, so he's going to kind of co-sign himself to the side lanes, going for those 1v1s. And if he can, he'll ghost down to an objective, or he'll ghost up to an objective here. But Nanami has to play a little bit more respectively. That move speed, the extra move speed you get, is so valuable for Darius because of it being a melee ranged matchup. Nanami steps a little too far forward for that poke, gets a little too greedy, could be rough here. And we talked about why did this Maokai not go into the jungle? This support Maokai could be rough here, especially if Asset is landing mantra Qs. And Yanni, you clearly see the pain that is being inflicted onto this bot lane.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rough start here for the side of Queens, but it was a rough start for them in the last game. They were able to persevere and find a way back in as Asset takes a bad trade. That's what happens when you miss a Q.
Now we see that move speed coming into effect. He's just walking him down.
Yeah, running at him,
Fine, though.
apprehends him. Oh, there we go. Full blood stack,
flash.
forcing the flash out of Nanami.
Really good from Roxy there. And like I said, Nanami not maybe respecting the boots rush, Darlum and Magmorn. And this was a lane that we saw kind of, Darlum in game 1 do what he needed to do. He was a substantial threat on the Azir, a late game mage. Well, now he's playing Victor, another late game mage. Here, let's see what Magmor can do on this Cho'Gath pick. Now, Cho'Gath, one of the few laners.
Damage.
That's a lot of
Darlum's
damage.
in trouble. It's going to be a while before he's strong. Darlum, a bit of a late game Larry. He will be able to survive, and Nanami will bleed out in the top lane, exsanguinated by Darius.
Blood in the water, Roxy might be a great white because Nanami goes down, absolutely destroyed in that top lane. And the point I wanted to bring up is maybe bottom lane.
How's his trouble? Semi takes a bit of a bad trade, and meanwhile in the mid lane, Snip, looking to take down the Victor. And they do. Feats of Warfare going over to the Nova Nighthawks. Flex will land the spear. As Non, you got no CC, you got no way to block. Oh, wait a minute. We're just perma-fighting everywhere. Kongzi's ignited. He's got to try to survive. The Silver Spell Spiel, the Silver Flash of the wall. Kongzi is low. Can Asset help him out? Semi will fall. That ends up being support trades, but now Asset is stuck. He's got no HP. He's got a shield. He's healing
Mantra
up
W?
with the Mantra W. The Q. Now it's time to auto-attack. He has no mana, Shibby. And now the teleport's coming in. Kongzi's on his way. Asset shielded up, but he's got mana now, Shibby, as he turns around, but he's not able to land the Q.
How much mana does he have?
Enough to fire a Q and miss.
Enough for it to go wide right. Support's getting kills in the bottom lane here. Not what you typically see, but Kongzi on that Smolder. I'm actually very surprised that they're so willing to take those all-ins in fights, because you are playing Smolder, and it's not lethal tempo.
Hey, stacks are stacks,
Comet.
bro.
Yeah, stacks are stacks, I guess. You've got Comet on both of your bottom laners here, and the point I was trying to bring up earlier on is that Magmor on this Cho'Gath can actually play these ranged into melee matchups very well because of his passive, because he can heal so much off of these minions that it doesn't matter how many bad trades you take. As long as your CSing is on point, as long as you last hit the minions, you will passively heal, as we do get a flash of that gold right now.
Asset.
Roxy super far ahead. Asset face checks.
Asset does have flash available, but he's looking to stick around as the root goes down. Kongzi looking to get big damage on the Semi
my
as
lord.
he's flapping around. A lot of damage is there. Asset's got to try to get away. He shields himself and he survives, but here comes iFlex, and Matthew Bobo roots up Kongzi and serves him up. Stonks go down. Sell, as Kongzi ends up a bag holder.
Bobo root, Bobo stun, Bobo get kill for iFlex there. As Pantheon One of those feast or famine early game champions that we talked about. Absolutely devouring the Nighthawks right now. 2-0. He's eating good. He's eating good. He's like Zion Williamson, man. He's eating real good right now.
He'll eat the table.
As we do get a classic Grubs for Dragon trade here. Non using that advantage in the top side with that 2-0 Darius. Also keeping that Jace down, threatening the split push. I like this. I'm always a big fan of first set of Grubs for Dragon. I think it's just a really good trade. It puts a lot of pressure on the enemy team to be like, okay, we cannot give full set of Grubs over, and you can kind of use that to start establishing control elsewhere, right? I'm never really worried if enemy team takes second Dragon. I feel like I'm more worried if enemy team is going to take second set of Grubs.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Shibby is getting pushed into Kongzi here. Just chilling out and having fun down on the bottom lane. Trying to get these smolder stacks at 39 stacks. Obviously, it's early, so just something to keep in the back of your mind. And, you know, I wonder if we're going to see the Nova Nighthawks go for the second set of Grubs as well once they spawn. Gwangul is not, you know, she doesn't split push as much as you'd expect because so much of your time is spent farming these jungle minions. So it's really only going to be the Darius that's going to see a lot of really good value from this.
Yeah, I think realistically you're looking to get that 2-item power spike as soon as possible. Right? You're not as rich in gold as you would be in a Gwen top lane, so like you farming, rotating your camps, ever even more important now. You know, getting to that Nashor's, getting to that Riftmaker, that's the 2-item spike where you can just see Gwen's like randomly take over a game, randomly take over a map. And Non once again, lane ganking here, but doesn't have any CC setup. There's not a lot of CC on this side. It's really just soft CC and maybe a root.
And Mom comes through too, but the Ignite is on Kongzi. He's taking a lot of damage, but here comes Non, and he is rifling away with the needlework, but flying in his iFlex. He takes a lot of damage. Asset's trying to help out Non. He's low. Can you shield him? Not quite. It's a big shutdown. He's looking for Asset too, and iFlex flexes on the kids in the bot lane. A triple kill. He's 5-0.
Feasting. He's eating good. He's eating the table. Like you said, Yanni, a triple kill into his pockets. Ton of gold going into his favor. And a bit of a force, an overforce, I would argue, from the Nighthawks here onto that bottom lane, right? I mean, it was a ghost into the needlework, like you mentioned. Kongzi flapped over the wall. I mean, he was just, they were all in on Bobo, and they didn't even kill him. They got semi-sure, but that gave more than enough time for iFlex to fly in with that Pantheon ultimate, and we're tied up 6-6 apiece. But right now, Queen's U up about 1,000 gold here. We talked about how difficult it might be if the Nighthawks end up in like an even game state, or even if they're slightly behind, because we were worried about how long it took them to end that game where Non was 8-1 and ahead. Now we've got to see these guys bounce back. Now we've got to see these claw their ways from an early game deficit here. It's Nanami.
And Non's here too. I think Nanami is in a little bit of trouble here. He's getting snipped. And Roxy will catch up with you. Down you go. Non getting credit for that kill. So Roxy handed that one over pretty easily. You know where the bread is buttered on this team.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a 2-0 Darius. Nanami just looks a little uncomfortable on this Jace pick right now. Hasn't even really garnered himself a substantial or significant CS lead. Maybe that early kill affected the lane a lot more than we even thought, right? I mean, I talked about the boots and how crucial it'd be, but it also works you towards those steel caps, so even reduces more damage. The poke advantage you'd have from the Jace isn't as prevalent. And with both objectives coming up in about a minute and a half here, getting that kill on the Non, letting him get a little bit more even within the iFlex, who has that Sundered Sky. I don't know if you can win this, buddy.
Non is stunned, but Gwen is immune. It's a little too OP. Yeah. Walk out without an issue. A lot of damage coming down. Magmore dying, and Roxy wants a piece of these guys. Needs to heal up. Big apprehend onto 2. Not healing for a whole lot. They got to get on the flex. The big dunk is there, and the shutdown goes to Roxy. Nanami not able to land the shock blast. And Roxy is healing and getting shields too, but will finally fall. But it's double shutdowns going to the Darius, and Jace getting one of their own.
Well played from both sides here. Queen's U doing a pretty good job. Kongzi moving up onto the mid lane, making sure that no minions are left behind here. Constantly stacking, and obviously we'll have to take a look at that later on. But the pace used to be 21 to 23 minutes, you'd be able to get your full stacks or the execute passive here. Let's see if Kongzi can match that in pro play. It's been a while since we've seen Smolder, so maybe that has changed the items. And Grand Skyfall!
Yep, iFlex comes in, iFlex gets kills, iFlex is happy. iFlex is aggressively running through the turret! And he gets out? Alright, Magmore. He's going real fast. Looking to chase down Nanami. Nanami able to knock back Nanan, but Roxy will cut off Nanami. Give that one over to Kongzi. And you're going to get the grubs on top of it too. Shibby, what the heck happened there?
iFlex baited Nanami into death. That's exactly what happened. I mean, iFlex, like you said, runs through the turret with that kill on Nanami. Is going to allow him to get potentially full stacks here. iFlex!
Oh, he wants one grub for himself. The stun is on the Nanan, but Nanan will fall. Gwen is immune if only you're on the outside.
Good play from iFlex. Heals off of those Raptors. Understands he has some time to work his way towards the grubs here. And a 5-1 split. Now, it should have been 6-0. Somebody should help Nanan there to help him out. Either the Darius or even Magmore. But they just didn't expect iFlex to come back in as
Roxy sprinting in, but the roots are there, and a double stun is out too. But iFlex bailed on the play, and now Roxy is able to chase down, trying to chop down the tree. He's going to flash.
And that's all. Yeah, that's a really odd play. That was a good route into the Chaos Storm, and like you said, iFlex kind of bailed on that play. I really thought he would have gone in, maybe killed the Darius. There's definitely some opportunities there, but instead, maybe the call was to back off. Kongzi was moving up to the river. I believe he did have first move, but I don't know how afraid you are of a first move Smolder, especially when you get that dream scenario. Like, how often are Maokai's landing 3-4 man routes in competitive coordinated play, right? Usually it's 1 or 2 guys tanking up everything.
Yeah, it's not often that you see that. Kind of surprised they gave up on it. Especially with how strong iFlex is. I mean, Shivy, you take a look at the team that the Nova Nighthawks have put together. Hold on. There's a lot of fighting going on. Mom coming through, eating up most of those shields. And Semi goes down and a straight up 2v2 under the turret.
Essence Reaver just a little too strong here in Magmore.
Roxy
Completed the Shirelias.
The speed up is there. The flash forward, but here comes iFlex. Look, they're stunned. Down goes the Cho'Gath. Roxy's got a heal. He flashes over for Darlim. Not going to be able to land the Decimate, and now it's a one-on-one. Nanan and iFlex going at it, but Nanan takes too much damage, but he deals a lot himself. iFlex loses the 1v1 with a little bit of help from his friends. Asset taken low. Darlim chasing it down. The shields are there, but he's burning away, and Nanan went in, and Nanan's got to go out, and Nanan will fall to Darlim. But Roxy ends up in a 2v1 that you weren't expecting. The shields, the ignite, and Roxy burns down. It's 2 kills to Darlim. Oh, hang on. Hang on, Semi and Kongzi going after the flash from Semi for the boomerang blade to come back and get the kill.
What a turn of events, Queens! You come up huge. iFlex goes down, but they turn the fight. Well, I'll say the Nighthawks get a little too overzealous. They get a little too greedy, and they get punished heavily. Nanan goes down, then Roxy goes down. It was Asset trying to keep his team alive, and on the bot side, it doesn't matter if you have Essence Reaver. You are Smolder into Sivir. I don't think you're winning that.
And I mean, Roxy has dropped so many waves to go help out mid. I mean, Roxy is down CS.
Roxy lost top.
You know, yeah, you mentioned it, lost top. I mean, in the mid lane, Magmore hasn't been able to really do anything. This has been a pretty free lane for Darlim, despite the pressure they put on him. Yeah, he's died twice, but so much pressure. Still has 142 CS. The team is able to secure the second dragon for themselves. I mean, this is looking quite good here for the side of Queens U Red.
Granted, I do give the scaling advantage over to the Nighthawks. They obviously have Gwen, and they've got Smolder. But, I mean, Queens, you have nothing to scoff about, right? They've got Victor. Jace, when he hits 3-4 items, he's going to start hitting hard again, right? Like, it is weird. His early game's really strong, and then, like, if he gets put down like this, he's got to wait until he gets, like, 3 items, 4 items. The Cerildas potentially, right? And then he can really start hitting super difficult as Gwen.
Oh no, Gwen's stuck in a 3v1, but they had no idea that iFlex was there. Huge apprehend from Roxy, but he ducks the wrong target. But iFlex is getting taken low. Non once more, has always wanted more. The shield is there, and Non gets the double, will give the kill over to the Maokai as Darlin is here with the Chaos Storm, trying to burn them away, and the Chaos Storm is raining chaos, but Roxy, no! Trees don't have blood!
Bobo with the double kill as well. I would have thought you would have gave one over at least to Darlin here, but playing fantastic. Both of these teams, both of their carries going blow for blow, band for band right now. Darlin, really good roams, getting to these fights when he needs to, landing massive gravity storms and chaos storms here, gravity fields and chaos storms. On the side of the Nighthawks, Non is getting aggressive, man. He really wants to power towards that 2-3 item power spike. And it feels like despite Roxy having a beautiful laning phase in my mind, 2-0 up on Anonymity, he's now gone 4-3. He just has not been able to translate that lead into something meaningful.
Now the good news is Anonymity is still pretty useless at this point of the game. But they did do a good job in that fight. They are doing the dirty work. They're the one going down in order to set up the rest of the team for success. A 2,500 gold lead for the side of Queens U Red. And while Non is strong, it is not like game one where he popped off on the Diana.
And Kongzi is at that 160 stack mark. I believe he needs to get that 225 for that execution passive. 18 minutes into the game, so he still has the ability to hit that pace. I believe it's 21 to 23 minutes is usually where you hit that execution passive. And it's interesting because we've always classified Smolder as like a late game champion when really he's, if you're on pace, you kind of spike towards more the mid game here. But the changes coming in, obviously with Baron spawning at 25 minutes, Smolder just feels like an odd pick. Granted, 6 champions, 6 AD carries were banned out in this game, on top of 2 being removed from Fearless. So yeah, you're down to the wire here, and Kongzi needs to make the Smolder pick work soon because Queens have the ability to run away with this game. As I say that though, Nighthawks, complete control of that top side, able to deny vision. They're going to take the Herald for free.
Yeah, they're not going to lose anything for it. I mean, Darlin shows up in the bottom lane, but I wonder if you can win this fight. I mean, Magmore does a lot of damage, but yeah, Darlin's on 2 items. He is just absolutely beating the tar out of Magmore.
I mean, Magmore also has Shirelias and armor. He has like virtually no magic resist. Has opted in for the boots that give you empowered recalls.
Don't greet for the red buff, bro. He greets for it. He gets stunned, but is looking to turn the fight around. The needlework is coming through, but here comes Semi with the speed boost. Kongzi's mom is flying through. They're low, but Kongzi got rooted up, and they can't get anything more. Kongzi, don't tell me you're going to flap over the wall, bro. Misses the snot.
They're dead.
Anonymity finds a kill. Darlin forces Kongzi out of the fight. Magmore trying to build a room, but here comes Roxy. Apprehend is there. You got to kill Darlin. The flash over the gravity field and the dunk. Roxy wants to pop off. Roxy, you're so damn close, but the speed up from the gate from Jace means that Roxy won't be able to catch anybody else.
Got the ultimate reset off, but just can't do anything about it. And Bobo hiding in plain sight there. So overall, 1 for 1. Non for Darlin. Not much else happens. Well played from both of these sides. This game, what a barn burner game 2 is. I mean, game 1 was close in the mid game, but this game 2, these guys are, like I said, trading blows back and forth here. Darlin trying his damnedest on this Victor. 4, 3, and 6. Also, iFlex getting towards that cliff, right, that we talk about, where you fall off super hard here. Has picked up a little bit of heal cut for the Gwen, for the Darius as well. Even you could argue for Asset here, as he has got Moonstone Renewer. Like, you know, it's a high value Grievous Wounds, but I don't know how many people he's applying it to.
That's a good tag by Kongzi there. Anonymity down to about half HP as the dragon is up. There's only a Cloud Drake, and Otacon is around here as well. If they see a little pick, they could take it. Anonymity just getting some damage on the Non.
This is a high value fight, right? Because if one of these teams goes down, Ace or near Ace, it's It's Dragon plus Otacon, like you said. Rift Herald, is anybody going to ride it, though? That's the real question. Are they going to be able to get this?
No knock-up landed, but here come the Maokai roots as Matthew Bobo is going to see a couple of people get rooted. Knockups there, Mom coming through. Let's see what iFlex can do. Down goes the Maokai.
Roxy on the flank.
On the backside, the health bars are low. And here comes the Chaos Storm. It's getting bigger. Semi, though, is cut off. Roxy has to wade through the gravity field and get stunned. And now Kongzi's all alone with the apprehend on the Flex. You have to kill Flex. Roxy can't kill Flex because he's got no ultimate left. It's a 3v1, and Roxy, the sidesteps won't be able to save you. It's a shutdown for Semi. It's an ace for Queens.
This is going to be the Dragon. This may also be Otacon here. I talked about how it's a high-value fight, how if you lose this, you're going to give up so much on the map here. This 20-minute timer is so crucial for teams. Instead, it looks like Queens are going to take the safe route out. They just want the Dragon. They're going to bail. Puts them onto Soul Point. Cloud Soul, very good for this team, right? Victor, Sivir, Maokai, even the Pantheon gets a little bit of move speed extra after he pops his ultimate. So this is very, very good. Puts Queens in a much more stable spot. Puts them in a much more dominant position, I'll even say, against the Nighthawks, who, granted, do have that scaling ability, do have the reliance on Smolder, on Kongzi, but it doesn't feel like this Gwungle has been panning out the way it should, right? Doesn't hit the same as that top Gwen that we typically see rip through teams on 3 items.
Yeah, no, it's not there, man. You know, you know, when you're playing Diana, you can kind of enable yourself. You find good dash opportunities. Your dash is long, your ultimate's got CC. You just don't get the same effect out of the Gwen. There's no tanks for you to bust either. iFlex can match your damage. See Roxy on the bottom wave here. Just going to ping pong it with the Victor, which Darlin, I'm sure, is super happy about. Getting very close to that Shadow Flame. Just get that much stronger.
We're going to get to that point in the game. Oh, we hit a bit of a lull, right? No objectives up.
230.
Aaron's coming up in about a minute and a half.
231 for Kongzi.
231 for Kongzi. He has hit that break point. Now you'll start seeing potential executes as Queens U have been getting out with relatively low health bars, right? Like, these guys haven't been coming out of these fights super healthy. It's been bloodied. It's been battered. As this Otacon does seem to be the point of some contention here. They're waiting in the bush. They're just waiting for somebody to come and put this lane state in a +1 fashion for Queens, right? But they're going to let it stay at the even mark. I don't think anybody's showing up, guys. Now, the question is, does Roxy show on the map and does a play happen? Does Queens take the bait? Guys, they're still in the bush. Yanni, they're hiding there forever.
Dude, this is an elaborate bait, but they're finally both going to show. No, they don't show, actually. They had no idea they were there. They waited for the wave to die. Rotations over the mid lane. The Semi is looking to shove this one in. Kongzi steps a little too far up, but everything's okay. You can see the damage that he's starting to put out. The ping's going down on this Otacon. They think it's been started, but they've got no idea. They just don't have sufficient vision. Do Queens here. They're doing what they can to try to take this jungle over as their own.
Yeah, it's really tough because, once again, Bobo on the soul tank duty is playing something a little bit more tankier. He's playing a character that has the ability to face check or check bushes, let's call it, with those saplings and makes vision control a lot easier. But like you said, Queens U, for whatever reason, is still struggling to establish vision control on this bottom side near this Otacon. Like, they just have no clue, right? There's a pink there, but they don't have any vision on the tri-bush. Their bottom lane is getting pushed in. They did see, at least it was started, but now it's stopped, so they know someone's down here. But there's 2 members of Queens here. Let's see if Kongzi and the rest of the gang can do something. It's a 3v3. In the mid lane for now, Darlin and Matthew are pushing that bottom side, or in that bottom side. But Yanni, no one's attended to the top side. No one is picking up those minions. They're dying for free. They're dropping gold on the map.
Yeah, they're playing the 2-lane game, but wait a minute. Look where everybody is for the Nighthawks. Shotgun Baron for the Nighthawks. And they figured it out. The jig is up. But the question is, will the Baron go down, and for who? iFlex is in there, and he takes it away! iFlex comes up huge, but Mom does a lot of damage. Here we go. iFlex is low. Nanami is too. Nan's going to try to get away. He's so low.
Oh, the execute.
Kongzi is healthy. He flashes forward. He's trying to do his thing, but Garland blows him up. Roxy flashes forward. Nan chasing down Garland is able to do so. A double kill for the Darius. Nanami is the last one standing. He'll be able to escape, but the Baron goes to Queens.
What are we doing? Yanni, what are we doing? We have Consume and Smite. That is 2,200 guaranteed true damage onto the Baron. You didn't even have to wait for it to go down to 1,200. Somehow, some way, the odds stacked against him. iFlex steals the Baron.
He's got 7 stacks of Cho'Gath ultimate. That's not much. This is a regular size Cho'Gath. This is average size Ant-Man here. It's not what you want to see. However, what you do want to see is the Otacon going your way, even though you don't
That's
have
what should
the
have
Baron
happened.
buff.
That's what should have happened. They practice on the Otacon. You got to get ready for Baron here. Jace does live.
Wait, Shibby, he didn't even use the ult on Otacon.
Oh, he didn't even arm it. Wow, what are we doing? What are we doing? It's free stack.
Saving it for next game.
Rough. Magmore maybe unpracticed on the Cho'Gath. He is a mid laner. I would argue his Cho'Gath maybe not as good as not a top lane, but I mean realistically, I'm surprised at the lack of coordination from the Nighthawks.
Yeah,
These are mistakes you cannot be making.
Yeah, they looked well coordinated.
Yeah, and they looked
in game
fine
one.
in game 1. I agree.
Well, they're trying to corral Queens here. Roxy lying in wait. You just want this poke from Kongzi to be good. Nan is going to walk forward. iFlex is here. Nan doesn't really have an idea that this is happening. They really want to go for this dragon. Do not want to give up the soul. It's such a good soul for both of these teams. Here come the roots. Matthew Bobo with the root coming
Oh,
down.
look at
They
Roxy.
throw up Kongzi. Nan has to win the fight. Is able to find one. And he gets on the carries. Oh, Nan, what's your name? As Nanami and iFlex have to run. Semi on the backside loses the fight to Roxy and friends. And Nan is running them over. Even though he dies, it's still a triple kill.
Nan tries his hardest, tries to will his team for that win, but iFlex still lives. Baron or Dragon doesn't go down here. Respawns are going to come in, and Nighthawks, they get the numbers advantage. They only lose 2 here, no jungler alive, but I don't know if they tempt Baron or Dragon. I don't know if they're willing to do it. iFlex already stole it away from a Gwen and a Cho'Gath. You've got neither of those 2 guys really ready and prepped around this dragon at the moment, and I don't really trust Magmore and his consume timing.
No, bro is not eating right now. You know, we talked about this. What's the opposite of Zion Williamson?
Who is
Victor Wembanyama, perhaps?
Yeah, I mean that guy. He's got Ben Simmons. I mean Ben Simmons got some muscles though.
Yeah,
I would say Wemby. Wet Bananas is probably. It's Wet Bananas.
Uh-oh, Matthew. He's in trouble. He silenced the tether. Will run out. Because they're fighting without Nan here. 10-8-8. Finally had his pop-off fight. And they're ready to do the Dragon Dance again, Shibby. Much like somebody playing competitive Pokemon looking to set up, you want 2 Dragon Dances, but Kongzi's been caught again. The silence on iFlex was enough to keep him alive, though. Kongzi's trying to kite it out. Victor with the Chaos Storm pushing them away as the health bars are still relatively okay on the side of Queens.
While that 4v5 happened, Nan did end up picking the Cloud Drake, denies the Cloud Soul here, but realistically you lose so much. Queens have picked up mid-tier 2. They picked up some gold in their pockets because of that fight. I mean, the fight selection once again, I'm very confused, Nighthawks. I'm very confused. Your strongest member is doing Dragon. Your job is to zone, not to fight. Is to peel back and kite while he finishes that Dragon. As Nan wants his blue buff.
Bit of an overstay, but Nan's walking into 3. He's stunned, but remember, Gwen is immune. Down you go. Scissors beats paper as they get ripped apart.
Scissor beats Victor here, as like you said, Nan This is the 3-item Gwen that I'm so used to seeing. The top lane Gwen that gets to this point and rips through the team. She's got Rift Maker, she's got Nashor's,
Oh my God,
and a
look at that
Lichbane to
damage.
boot. And
Kongzi
Kongzi
hurts.
as well, like you said. He's on 3.5 items. He's building towards that BT.
Semi's
Where's that
dead.
late game?
Oh no, Semi's alive. Semi looks like, no, Semi's dead.
Whoa!
Oh, Kongzi flashed forward. You silly goose.
Sicko mode. Kongzi goes sicko mode.
There's something was
Right
sick
now,
about that, and it wasn't the play, bro.
I mean, he's been aggressively
Why is this top
flashing
turret
forward
still alive?
and flapping, because I told you, this team has been dropping top waves perma since like minute 15. Like, I don't think I saw Roxy top after 15 minutes into the game here. Top staying tier 1, like you said, finally going to go down here now. It's going to give them potentially time to control this top quadrant of the jungle, because Yanni, in 5 seconds, we've got Baron, and if you recall, the
Shotgun Baron.
Nighthawks fumbled it, they bumbled it, and they're going for another shotgun Baron. This time, can you consume and smite at the same time?
I don't think there's going to be any contest here, Shibby, but let's see if they can get the job done. 8,000, 7,000. We're burning a teleport for this. Nobody's around. 3,000, 2,000. They did it! Great job by Magmore Company. Wait a minute. They're going to parlay this into a pick.
Bobo!
Bobo, no. He goes down. Oh, wait. Hold on. Darlin's alive. I actually thought No, Darlin's dead. Wait. No.
Oh, redemption!
Oh, my goodness. Meanwhile, mid lane.
Maokai going down here. Bobo goes down. Darlem goes down. Wave clear. You still have Sivir. iFlex has hit that cliff like we talked about. 12-5 on this Pantheon, but seems to have lost his impact, I will say, after minute 20. Right, he really just can't get anything done here. Has opted in. He might be going for unending despair. Like that build, those last couple items, bought from the thrift shop, and Non only getting stronger, fully stacked on the Dark Seal, most likely building this Fiendish Codex. I don't know what he's going to go for here. Could be the Banshees, could be going for another damage item, Shadow Flame, Cosmic Drive even.
Roxy! Okay, alright, never mind. I just saw the blue buff just reset with like 50 HP, and I was like,
No.
irrationally
Bleed is
angry.
good. No, bleed is OP, guys. Bleed is OP. Play Darius jungle, even if you don't play jungle. If you play Darius, this champion's just absolutely
No,
bonkers
he
right
didn't kill
now.
it. Roxy didn't kill it.
Who got it?
Non.
Non?
No.
Well,
Why are we taking buffs?
Roxy softened it up.
What are we doing? Why are we full
I know, we have
clearing at
Baron in
level
hand.
18? I mean, unless he's trying to get his last
trying to-
item. No, wait, he already got it.
He's... Oh,
Neat.
nice. Well, he's kinda. He can still upgrade his Magi. He can still upgrade it to Magi's. He's
If
still got
my
some time.
jungler is taking Krugs because they want to upgrade Magi to Magi's 35 minutes into the game when they're level 18, I'm going to lose my goddamn mind. Prod is
What is
asking
that?
us what that item is called. And brother, I haven't the faintest idea. Bloodletter's Curse.
Bloodletter's Curse.
Thanks, Prod. Appreciate it.
I thought I had it. Come on, you gotta give me some time.
Nah, bro. You didn't have that. Like, don't lie to all these people.
It reduces magic resistance,
Yes.
by the
Uh-oh.
way. It's actually a really good
Wait,
item.
Non's been engaged on. Gwen is immune, but it doesn't matter. Like I said, when you're in melee range, Darlin is just gone. Where was Smolder when Arcane was happening? Because Victor didn't stand a goddamn chance. And they just wipe him off the map. It's a 4-0.
This should be the game-ending push here. Nanami, the last man standing, and unfortunately, he might just end up like his anime counterpart, completely blown up.
All right,
completely
top 10
take it
anime
away,
battles of all
Roxy.
time. Here's the apprehend. Roxy wants the anime 1v1, the flash forward, the dunk. Play the Linkin Park AMV, Shibby, because Nova Nighthawks take the 2-0 victory.
2 30-minute plus bangers from the Nighthawks here. And when all is lost, when your hope is down, invest in Kongzi coin, 'cause that
Invest
guy
in
has your
Kongzi
back.
coin. Yeah, Kong, this is not investment advice, but maybe it is Kongzi
Not a
coin.
financial professional.
Yeah, listen, watch out, OQs. Kongzi. Kongzi will be back later this year in OQs, I'm sure we all hope. But watch out, Sealaw, because the Nighthawks, they take the win here. Remember we mentioned it earlier. You know, they're doing well in their Sealaw conference. They got a chance to get out and get to the Sealaw championship. And as I know, you know that I know, and I know that you feel this way. If you just get there, you got a chance.
Yeah, there's always that slim margin. You get the upset. You can take on one of the top teams and maybe work your way towards a Cinderella run. But right now, Nighthawks separate themselves into that top 4 standing for NECC. Remember, guys, these teams were pretty much a game away. I believe there was like a bye week separating these two guys. They were technically at the same game count, but the Nighthawks have now pushed themselves forward. They have furthered themselves into that playoff chance, into that top 4. I believe there's one more week of regular plays, the final 2 weeks here, and then we get into playoffs. So for right now, the Nighthawks' destiny is in their hands. Well, maybe the Queens will have to get a win, and they'll have to hope for some unfortunate circumstances for some other teams here. But a good 2-0 victory for the Nighthawks. I mean, star performances from both of their players. I think Non did a damn good job, right? Rough early game for the Gwen. Hit that 3-item PowerPoint. Absolutely took over. You saw him rip through Queens U. And in game 1, I mean, we couldn't stop talking about him. He was on Diana. Absolutely took over the game. Just gave his team such a massive gold lead. Really well played for Non. That guy's my MVP, but I think you could make a solid case for Kongzi.
You could, but I am all for our jungler here. Non, when the chips were down, they made big plays without a doubt. It is just, listen, it was good League of Legends. Yeah, it wasn't pretty, but they know how to carry some games. You want to know why they know how to carry some games, Shibby? Probably because they fuel their game with Wenzel Farms snack sticks. No mess, no distractions, bold protein packed flavor to keep you locked in just like you were on Diana and on Gwen. Whether you're grinding rank or leading the squad or potentially making a couple of int plays in an effort to try to carry, Wenzel's helps you stay powered up. Grab a stick, stay in the game, crush the competition. Wenzel's Farm Fuel for Gamers, flavor for champions. We also want to thank G Fuel. Use code NECC20 for a nice discount on G Fuel. Everybody likes G Fuel. It's pretty good. You know, it's a gamer staple, as we all know. And you know what else is a staple, Shibby? The staple is the NECC, because we have action literally every single day of the week, the regular weekday. CS2 tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. Rocket League Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Overwatch 2 Friday, guess what? 7 p.m. Eastern. And we got a little bit of a bonus this weekend. We got Collegiate League of Legends Saturday, 3 p.m. EST. We got playoff matches and the NECC in an effort to get a bid into the Collegiate Championship. Shibby, I'm excited for that. I know you won't be there. I know you'll be there in spirit. And it'll just be an absolute banger of a game. And I'm sad that you're going to miss it. That will do it for us here this evening. For myself, for my co-caster Shibby, for Adam and Chippy behind the glass, helping out with everything. We want to thank you all so much for being here with us tonight. And we hope to see you tomorrow for some Counter-Strike 2 action.
Overexert yourself, you will die.
I'll tell you what, you finish the workout, all these could be yours. That looks good. A little bit of honey ham for the ham. Get after it, and that's your get after it, and that's your treat. Do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You got to give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work 'em. Putting in the work. Yeah, baby. Yes. Dude, this is a spicy workout. Gotta make it worth it. Building the beef and bringing home the bacon, baby. I'm loving it. Teriyaki is just about within your reach. Come on, get you some. Come on. Ooh, ooh. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. You're there. You're almost there.
That's so worth it.